Welcome on back in, Dog fans. We finally made it to that time of the year. It's Saturday in Athens. It's time to get Sanford Stadium rocking this afternoon. So let's go ahead and get to your game day forecast. Right now, Mother Nature's saying go Dogs as well. She's provided us with the perfect weather for this afternoon. Temperatures will start in the upper 70s before dropping through the mid 60s by the end of the game. So if you have any post-game activities, heading out on the town or driving home, you're going to see those mid to lower 60s as you head out of town for Athens. And those activities are going to be glorious because Mother Nature is right on our side this afternoon. Get that UGA versus UT Martin, 6 p.m. I can't wait for kickoff just in a couple more minutes. Dew points in the low 60s. And what that means is going to be cool and dry. No more of that humidity we've been dealing with, especially over the last week or so with an active weather pattern with Idalia. None of that going on right now. Mother Nature is on our side for this afternoon. Perfect weather to go ahead and get that three-peat started. I'm ready for kickoff. I hope you're ready for kickoff. I'm meteorologist Malik Bryant. Go Dogs!
All right, we are here for the UGA Sports Watch-Along Show with the head coach Jim Donnan, Radi Nabulsi, publisher of UGAsports.com. Guys, season 4 of our Watch-Along Show.
Hey, I'm excited about it. A little bit different situation here. We're going through a streaming tonight instead of a network broadcast. Hope all you guys have been able to pick it up. But Roddy, going on our 4th year, 2 years back-to-back national champions. We've got to keep it rolling here. Looks like Georgia won the toss and deferred as usual.
Yeah, I like the fact that we had our 2 best years of doing this show, and they won 2 titles. We're doing it in year 4. Maybe we can go 3 for 3 because that first year, remember, wasn't a full year.
Right.
So if we get a full year, they win a championship.
Got Zirkle kicking off here,
Get it. he didn't catch it, Coach. They're going to start on their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, tell them real quick how they need to do this, Dayne, as far as delaying their.
Yeah, eventually we're going to have it where we have the clock on the screen, and that'll help you sync it up. We're a second screen experience here, so you watch Georgia on your primary screen, have us on your secondary screen, get our real-time commentary. I'll get the clock on the screen in just a minute to help you sync it up.
And just pause 10 seconds, right?
It just depends on the stream and the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Especially it's wonky with the first game.
Especially with people that are like streaming this on their servers, then trying to stream us on a second one. It could be a kind of a pain in the butt. We're having some technical difficulties with the streaming system, just as a bunch of other people are. But it's just good to see him playing football here. Almost.
That's a mistake there. If you throw the ball in the flat, we missed tackle there, but that's okay. I look for UT Martin to maybe try a lot of wrinkles here, try some pump and goes, double passes. Tyke Smith, they're playing star position. They moved Bullard back to safety, and they're going fast on us here.
Well, a little tempo there, Coach, you think? Well, they pause it now. They got to look at the side and figure out what the hell's going on.
See what we're in, so.
Hey, Xavier Sori got the start at inside linebacker next to Jamon Dumas-Johnson. Two really good inside linebackers. I don't want to have to run against them. Wow.
A little delay counter there. Really, we over pursued, and sometimes that stuff happens to you.
It's interesting to see. He got up into the first down thing right in Jamon Johnson's face, and Dumon's like, hey, slow down, buddy, slow down. Trips right there, Coach?
Yeah, a little stuff into the boundary there. You know, that's one thing people try to do. Tennessee runs a lot of that against us. I guess it's a statewide thing. But now they're moving back and forth.
They backed out of that.
That'll be a little confidence booster for them running the ball for 8 yards there.
Yeah. Oh.
Good penetration.
Malachi Starks and Tyke Smith on that tackle, Coach. Good to see Malachi back this year.
Yeah, he's going to strong.
Be a superstar. I love it.
You can just see the way Georgia's strength at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
They're going to outman these guys, and all you can try to do if you're UT Martin's get a tie, and then hope you can cut back.
I saw Zion Logue throw his man to the ground and then just stand there in the gap. Like, what are you going to do? He didn't over pursue. He stood, kept his gap responsibility. That was beautiful. Same with Nazir Stackhouse. Good luck running on him. You had that one, but they're not going to give it up again. Nope. So, hey, Coach, they're right in front of the fans. The students there are loud. So good luck to get
running that Arkansas offense.
That Tennessee offense from last year.
Yeah.
What was it 8 procedure penalties?
Yeah.
So I want to give Kirby Smart credit for one thing, teaching the fans how to affect the game. He talks about, better never rest. The Georgia fans showed up. We saw them running into the stadium. Our own Anthony Dasher filmed it. The students ran down there. They were lined up 2.5 hours early. They got in, and look, they've already caused a 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 15 for UT Martin.
We got to be ready for the clock differential this year. It's not going to stop on the first down like it used to be. They tried a little screen pass here. It'll always stop on incomplete passes, but we'll see how it's going to affect everybody. Probably 5 or 6 less plays a game, unless you're in these blowout games like we've seen.
Colorado game.
Well, Colorado was unbelievable, but Oklahoma 73 points a day.
Good Lord.
There's a lot of different people rolling with that.
Javon Buller just walked right into the umpire there. Kind of knocked him backwards. Look at those fans. They're just going bonkers.
Well, you got the defending national champions back-to-back in their home backyard. They'd love to see these boys do their stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that was almost as successful. Hey, look at that. Number 17 making tackles. Is that our boy Dan Jackson?
We played a little bit of dime look there that last time. We might have had too many players on the field. I hope not, but
Aaron's making a good point there, talking about the fact that they started on their 10, but they were able to get a first down.
Yeah.
Look at our producer getting the game up on the screen there.
Had some tech difficulties here.
You have to tell me in the break.
The refs have been a little bit all summer. They've been waiting too. They're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, hey, I got to get my camera time here. This is ridiculous. Let's go, guys.
4th down. This is something Georgia's really worked hard on. Kick returns. Their number one guy is McConkey, and I don't think he's going to play today. I mean, Radi, you mentioned it. Maybe he might not, and then certainly we've had a couple guys that aren't going to play that didn't dress out. But 122 players dressing out for the Dogs today.
What?
Anybody that went through fall camp, Kirby's letting them dress, is what I understood, which is
that's great.
Good thrill for these kids. So Coach Simpson there, his son playing quarterback for Alabama, probably backup, but been there for 18 years at Martin, and probably got Muse back. Watch him take it all the way.
Oh, somebody missed the snapper there.
What a kick.
Jeez.
Here's old Muse.
Oh, didn't get much out of that.
Well, he had to back up first. That was a heck of a punt there.
Hey, but he caught it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Well, here's a Carson Beck chance to see what he can do. We got some really good new receivers. I think maybe Rosemead not playing today, but Dylan Bell will be at X. We'll have Lovett in the slot. Number 19, whoever that guy is, will be playing tight end. And then
where's my calendar? Let me find him.
Yeah, we'll probably use Dylan Bell, as I mentioned, and right now we got Muse in there.
So 11:51 on the
We're
clock.
going to empty formation, first play of the game.
Straight to Lovett, and straight to Muse for a drop.
Missed block on the perimeter there because that play looked good when we drew it up.
Yeah. So Lovett was coming in, and Beck told him, looked like he sent him
I
out.
think maybe Lovett or Milton won. I'm not sure. There's Milton in the game.
Awesome.
I don't think he's going to play a lot, but I'm glad to see him out there.
That's fantastic.
He's definitely capable of running the ball right here. Probably going to run it over right guard.
Oh, nice fake there.
Is that an RPO coach or a throw the whole way?
Yeah, I think it was. Good job there by Truss staying with the block. First third down of the year here. This is why you're the quarterback at Georgia, be able to operate here. Big offensive line there. We got the only guy that hasn't played is Ernest Green at left tackle. Everybody else is either first or second team preseason all conference. This team gangs up on the run. Look at all these guys on the line of scrimmage, but pretty good protection. He lost it in the sun. Trying to go to Arian Smith.
Arian Smith was being mauled on the sideline. Wow.
Always hate playing at this time of night because coming from that area, that sun's coming right into you. You'll see whichever way we're going right here, watch him. He really didn't even hardly see the ball. I thought the guy had him pretty well locked in there.
Arms wrapped around him. I mean, that's a bit much. All right. The Australian actually gets a punt in.
Brett Thorson's so glad to punt one. He's
Hey!
You know, one of the things about
Get a little action.
playing college football and reading everything about your team and all, I think our team's ready to go, but you got a little bit of jitters there. And let's tell them who we got helping us out this year, Roddy.
I want to mention our friends first at Yingling. For years, we've had Bud Light as a sponsor, but now we've got Yingling Flight. Now, of course, it's Yingling, the country's oldest brewery, being repped by a former Georgia player, Jeremy Longo, who I believe recently got engaged. So,
Appreciate it.
So Jeremy Longo set us up with a cooler. We get chairs, we get hats, we get tons of beer. And the cool thing about Yingling Flight, I mean, traditional beer is great. Trust me, that's one of the first beers I ever had when I went to visit my aunt in Pennsylvania. I'd never had a Yingling. I tried it.
When you think lager, it's definitely Yingling.
Yeah. So, and I was like, I love Yingling beer. I'd buy cases of it before you could get it here in the States. I'd bring it back with me, or I get the Yingling Black and Tan and bring those back. Or if they ever came down to visit, I'm like, Auntie, bring me a case of Yingling, and she would. She's a wonderful aunt. But I'm trying to lose a little weight, trying to stay a little slim, and I'm
You're
like,
just walking everywhere.
they're walking everywhere. And then I found out they had the Yingling Flight. It's 95 calories, 12 ounces of beer, 2.5 grams. So if you're doing keto, it's pretty fantastic. So you can get an entire beer for under 100 calories, 4.2% alcohol by volume. So it's got a little oomph to it. It's a fantastic beer. So I'm glad that Yingling is our sponsor this year.
And under the tutelage of the Farmer family, Leon Farmer, it's in their house, right?
Yep, it is.
He's been on our side ever since we started this, so appreciate the Farmers.
And they've had some difficulties over there, but that man has not let anybody go. And that is a quality, damn good dog. When he could cut his workforce and stuff like that, he has not done it. So I'm very proud that he's one of our sponsors. So that is a damn good dog, and we appreciate that. Also want to mention our friends at Athens Ford. They were one of our first sponsors. They were behind us when we decided to create the show. They jumped all over it. They said, hey, great idea. And we've seen 1,000 people, 3,000 people watch the first show, that awful South Carolina loss. But then, last year we had 360,000 people tune into our show. And they've been with us every step of the way. They will do the same thing with you when it comes to if you have a new vehicle or a pre-owned vehicle. They will be with you forever. You won't buy just one vehicle from them. You'll be buying all of their vehicles from them. You go in there, you'll have such a good experience. You go back there to get your service done. You go back there to get any new tires, drive the wheels off of it. If you want to customize it, get your oils changed. They can take care of all that for you. So shout out to our friends at Athens Ford. We got a couple other sponsors we're going to tell you about later on the show. One of them gets you free Wi-Fi, and one of them tells you what you're allergic to. So be ready, get a pen and paper. I want you to have it handy so that you can write down a website or a phone number where you can get free Wi-Fi or a free phone, or you can order an allergy test that will test you for hundreds of different potential allergies. So we'll talk about them in a minute. First and 10 from the 29.
Double.
Another miss.
He's coming back across the formation. He's going to get a decent gain out of this.
You know, those are plays you can script all you want to, but that wasn't the way that one was drawn up.
No.
That's something a really good team sometimes has trouble with a broken play because you're fundamentally playing the percentages there and going fast on us again. Good open field tackle by our safety there. Really good.
Malachi Starks.
You know, this back twice now has been stymied at the line of scrimmage and then broke it back to the outside. Your best chance against us on third down is RPO. I mean, fake it up in there and either hand it to them or pull it away and try to hit somebody in behind.
2x2 and sending the back out.
Ooh. Keith Smith was about to bring the blitz from the slot there.
5, 4, 3. About every formation you could look for before that snap, Coach.
Look at Zion Logue all the way across the formation.
Really good job there. That's something Georgia plays against all the time in practice. These screens with the wide receiver blocks, and watch the way we stand everybody up, and then good inside out. Perfect form tackle by Bullard, and great pursuit. I'd fake it here. What do you got to lose? I mean, Georgia don't jump offside here, but you got, you know, here we are. We already had 7 minutes almost gone in the first quarter, and Georgia's running 3 plays.
4 minutes for T-Mark.
He's got a pretty good punter. That's the way to catch it, Muse. All right. I would bet you about maybe there's a McConkey dressed out in his jersey, but he's not playing.
Back.
I would say I would give you 10-1 that this first play is either going to be the Bowers or a run.
I'm going to go with a run, and our viewers in the chat were not happy with no running plays in that first drive.
Well, you know, when you lose yardage on your first play, it's hard to run a running play, you know. So 2 of them were actually running plays or quick screens, so they're going to find something. Hey, that's part of the deal. Hey, ask questions and critique. I would be mad about that too. This game's hard to run on, but we haven't tried yet.
They had 8 guys in the box on that play that you pointed out. I went back and looked at it. I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right before at the end, the guy walked up to the 8. I'm like, okay. If they want to take away the run, then you go to the air, and maybe if the guy's not hanging all over Arian Smith, then you got a first down. So.
Roddy, you had mentioned one of our sponsors having a former Georgia connection. Another with Coach, one of your former players, Josh Millard, who's doing some really good work to help people around the country, but especially in the state of Georgia, get access to free internet. It's a government initiative that has come to be, and Josh Millard is doing some really good work with this.
Yeah, he's really doing a good job with that, and I didn't realize there's so many people affected by it. When you look around and see, you can, you know, if you qualify for a Pell Grant, or if you're in a foster home, or you're in a school lunch program, or a veteran, or you're on Medicaid, all these different types of deals, they can set you up with not only free Wi-Fi, but get you a tablet or a phone with unlimited data and unlimited talk. So that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, folks,
great deal. Right?
Go to getyourfreewifi.com. Getyourfreewifi.com. Check it out, and you'll see if you qualify. About 70% of the population qualifies for this thing. So check it out. Getyourfreewifi.com. Josh Millard set that up. It's from the government. They pay for the device. They pay for your data. If you get a Pell Grant, if your students watching this, jump on there.
We'll tell you more about it throughout the show, give us some more context. But we're excited to have them on board for the Watch Along show. All right, second offensive drive beginning, Coach. See your formation as the camera pans out.
They're going to hand it to Kendall Milton.
The same thing. They got to hand it to Kendall Milton. I don't care what happens.
Glad to see Kendall. I mean, I knew he was probably going to dress, but I didn't see him using him.
Yeah, look at that lineup, that
Coming
formation. Yeah. 4 yards, Coach.
Yeah.
They have babied that hamstring for weeks. They've taken it very easy on him, which is great because you know what to do. You don't need to put him out there and get him all banged up.
All the players are looking at the wristbands because they got certain plays on wristbands, certain plays are signaled, and looks like this is one that's such that.
Gregory Davis says, let Brock touch it.
Of course.
Usually a good strategy.
If we don't get a delay of game. Running uphill there.
Amarius Mims is such a good-looking athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have to go to Bowers here. Jet sweep or something. He's on the weak side, man to man. Throwing one out.
You want to double check your audio?
I'm listening to it. Sounds good.
Also, chop. Oh, wow. What a catch. Oh, no. Did he? When his helmet came off, I was worried he dropped it.
That's a good job by Dominic Lovett. There's a transfer from Missouri.
Ooh, look at that ball.
A great catch.
Oh,
He didn't catch it, though. Great drop.
A little too far to the outside, I guess. Well, we got a flag.
How did we get a first down there?
There's a flag.
Just hard to keep up with this baby right here when the stream isn't on it. What was the flag for?
Late hit.
You get the first down on the penalty on
Interference.
Martin holding.
There's Morissette, another guy that's can't play today, 23. 19 in your program, 1 in your heart. Go to him. Going deep.
Deep shot.
Like to see Arian going down the field. He's had some real big games for us, and might be trying to eat it up a little bit too much to get the first down, pound that thing. Well, we've run 8 plays now, and Bowers hasn't had one.
Yeah. All right, they got him in the boundary, Coach. They got to go to him here. There's nobody over there.
There's rah and love it here. We're a little bit slow on the tempo here.
Oh, there it is. They go the other way. Well, just as you called, Coach.
I mean, just let him run the wild dog, man.
You called Kendall Milton. You
There's
called
another
Milton.
penalty for late hit out of bounds. I mean, that's what you call the Burma Road there. You get on the Burma Road and you just let everybody keep trying to knock you out, and you just keep running. I mean, he ran like he didn't think he was going to touch it again.
Right there.
I like to see a jet sweep here to rah or just real good awareness there. Good block by Lovett on the perimeter. There's 1 Burma Road, 2 Burma Roads, 3 Burma Roads, and then it gets you out of bounds. Bang. That's the way it is. It's like they called it. Yeah. Get Sutherland over there, give him a little
Yeah, just Sutherland knows it.
We're not up on the ball enough
Roderick
here.
Robinson in the game.
He's going to throw it in the.
Oh, wow. Somebody caught him at the last second, Coach. I thought he was gone.
Yeah.
That was a huge hole there for Roderick. But you're right. That wide open on the flat there, there was nobody. There's the tempo
go
you're talking
fast.
about.
I like that. I tell you, this aggressive defense.
All right, they're bringing everybody, Coach. How do you bust them on that?
Well, maybe double move. Got to get a little rhythm here. We're in field goal position, but see what that young Peyton Woodring can do. I'd go to 19 again, wouldn't you?
I would. Or rah-rah.
The answer, yes, always, Coach. Go to 19. 3 people on them, don't care. Go.
They're playing so far off Dylan Bell. And then Arian Smith, there's nobody on him.
Look at Roddy.
Well, there was nobody near him by like 15 feet.
Oh, it's a good throw. That's what you do when you drink that Yingling. Gives you that mental capacity.
I mean, it doesn't take anybody to see you got Dylan Bell and the guy's 15 yards off.
Good timing there.
We get it, Roddy. You know more about football than the rest.
I've learned a little.
Got the penalty here. Stop the game.
Injury.
That's injury, Coach.
Oh, I hate that. Oof. I was talking to a couple of support people over at UGA, and you know it's a pretty good trip down here for UT Martin from up there in Northwest Tennessee.
It's almost in Tennessee.
It's almost you know on the border there. And anyhow, supposedly they were going to stop in Atlanta and eat at the varsity for just to see what it was like. You know, did you hear that?
I did not hear that.
That's a pretty good trip for those kids. But so I didn't know we were going to have a commercial here. So go ahead and talk it up here.
Final score: Oregon 81, Portland State 7.
Oh God, they're working on that. Portland State's trying to get the Pac-12.
No. So now finish your varsity story. Finish the varsity story.
I just knew that they said they were going to stop in Atlanta and eat at the varsity just to. They might have stayed in Atlanta yesterday. I don't know, but they might. I mean, you don't usually think that a team would
No.
be eating there. I mean, it's a good place to eat, but
Not before a game. After a game.
maybe on. But
Maybe they stayed in Bethlehem.
I'm just saying there were certain things. We used to have a cooler like this one at the back of the bus when we played ball. It was full of Burger King hamburgers and stuff and fries. And I remember saying, don't eat any of this before the game. You had a great pregame meal. Don't start snacking or whatever. Just leave it alone. Last thing you want to be is all padded up. Feel that little rumbly tumbly, your guts start bubbling. You don't want to have that. I hope that's not what that young man's going through. That'd be awful. All right.
While they take a break, let's take one for our friends at Yingling. 15 seconds. Be right back.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
That Yingling sure looks good, Roddy.
That is damn good. I'd had one before we started doing this. I remember thinking that's pretty good. But to be fair, when I'd had it, I'd had a bunch more prior to that of something else. So I didn't. I was worried about maybe I was just I was buzzed and was enjoying it. But that Flight is damn good. Y'all need to try it. I love that NFL commercial when them doing it there. All right. Folks, if we're not synced up with you, because we're streaming it and all the streams are going to be.
We're streaming, you're streaming, everybody's streaming.
Exactly. Do you want to be sure we can get the camera for the hot camera? Is it on? The broadcast?
Yeah, we're on.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure that they could see the
The
game
clock?
clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As it goes.
There it is. Okay. Beautiful.
But when they're on break, I have to toggle it off. Otherwise, we'll get other stuff.
There's music in the slot.
There you go, Kendall Milton. I noticed Ernest Green on the back of that pile, Coach, pushing everybody along with Xavier Truss.
Yeah, we got really good O-line.
If you run behind Tate Brothers and Cedric Van Pran, then you got those two guys push you from behind. that's some beef. All right, 2nd and 5. What are you calling here, Coach? Oh, wow.
Looks like they're going to run a sweep.
Oh, I can't believe that guy made a tackle around the helmet.
It's going to be 3rd and 1 at the 2.
Let's go fast here. Let's go.
Why go fast?
Just because they get them lined up.
Yeah.
Make sure if you're not going to.
Don't let them. They can't bring anybody new. See, they're bringing
they just substituted new. They got their goal line in. That's why I said it.
Go fast.
But we're going to come out of the huddle at the last second here and then watch us come out real fast. Here we go.
Is Georgia going extra lineman?
Dylan Fairchild in there at left guard.
There's a touchdown.
Oh, wow. What a great touchdown. A little flip into the end zone. I'm hoping our Catherine Skeen was there to get that upside down touchdown. How appropriate that you give it to Brock Bowers when you want to score.
Yeah, it was go to your horse.
And shout out for Dylan Fairchild to be on the field to get that touchdown. That's a guy that has a good
Would they go extra lineman in there?
Yes, sir. To the left, and he went to the right. So,
Well, there's the freshman with his first PAT attempt, all the way from Louisiana. He can jack it up there.
right down the pipe.
Nice drive. Bowers touched it twice and just enough.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of Bowers. One touch, 23 yards. Second touch, touchdown. I think it's pretty damn good average.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Good tackle.
I would never want to tackle that big ball, the big butt of his. Jeez. So, all right, breathe a little easier. But Coach, it's already 12 minutes gone and a half.
It's just a different world with this clock thing.
I mean, excuse me, in the first quarter, 12 minutes and a half. That's just mind-boggling.
There's Lucky. Hopefully he's going to be well quick.
Yeah, he had that tightrope surgery, which just blows my mind how quickly they come back from that. Kirby said he's no longer in a boot. He just had the damn surgery.
Yeah.
So he says he's already putting weight on it. I'm like, wow. Zirkle with his kickoff there. Yeah, he tried to return the last one. They got stuck on the 10. So I'm sure he had the coaches get all over his ass.
From Foster Moss, we have to appreciate every moment from Brock Bowers during this time. Definitely.
Foster Moss knows what he's talking about. That is a great commentator that we have. We love having him on the show.
Hey, anybody got any questions? Let's roll it.
Jeff says Ryan Day looks very frustrated because Ohio State looks horrible, so I'm trying to figure out the context for that.
Because they're only winning 20-3. That's playing on the road with a new quarterback. What do you expect?
So, Coach, we're going even front. How often does Georgia go even versus odd?
You know, it just depends on the down and distance. We got the capabilities of doing both. When we had the bigger nose guards like Jordan Davis and all that, but playing some different players in there now. I mean,
Christian Miller in there.
Yeah.
Number 52 in your programs, folks.
You notice
Marvin Jones Jr. standing up and taking the
We're playing off the ball more, not as much press coverage. I think they made a hell there.
It was interesting watching Marvin Jones take the slot guy, push into the Malachi Starks and go get the outside receiver.
Well, when you don't have a nickel in there, he's got to do that. Take the play, Kirby.
He did it fast.
Take the play.
What'd you tell him to do?
No, I didn't tell him on purpose, but I like to see us heat this guy up here. If I'm their coach, I'm just going back here. I'm going to launch one here. I just take it deep. There's 44. We talked about him. We got Simpson. Darius in there.
Hall. Good Lord. Yeah.
And there's Jordan Hall, Michael. This is our pass rush group.
Darius Smith and Jalen Walker.
Got Walker on the edge. So one of them's going to get in there. I'd go deep.
Look at yeah, they call timeout. They're like, holy crap.
Who's going to block? You know, they say block the most dangerous man. Well, all four of those are pretty dangerous. But that's kind of our Jaguar package, you know, where we, you know, the real fast guys come in there and rush. I don't know if that's what I call it, but I don't know if we call it that.
They look like cheetahs up there. They look like they're about they.
No, it's the Jaguar pack.
I'm just saying, but cheetahs are faster.
Yeah,
you know, but they're just the way they're rocking back and forth. You look up and you see Jalen Walker and Darius Smith and big 44 in the middle there, Jordan Hall, the freshman. I'm like, screw this.
I've heard so much about Michael Williams this offseason. I went to some of the better sources I have, and I say, is this hype justified? And they're just like, oh, yeah, for sure with Michael.
So they've taken time out to prepare for this. Are they all going to stand up?
Now we got Michael inside here.
Yeah.
Might be some kind of twist here between he and Walker.
Okay. Oh, I thought they were all standing. They brought five. They brought five.
Coach called it.
Wow.
And Michael was there.
That was tough.
I don't like how you do that.
I mean, I was pretty good, but I mean, seriously, I'm glad to see him get that first one. You know, he had a tough off season getting his leg repaired, foot, but that's the kind of pressure you want to get.
Oh wow.
44 just got here. I mean, he looks like he. I mean,
yeah.
Look at that guy. Like those guys that having fun. All right, Muse, let's see you do something.
He stood that right guard up and just waited for the run to come to him and just ate him alive.
This guy's punting like he got a ball machine.
Good return from Muse, though.
Oh, late hit. He got quick feet.
He does. You know, it's funny. He looks so kind of short out there and compact. You kind of expect him when he takes his helmet off to look like a young kid. He looks 47 years old. He has a mustache and beard. He looks like a grown man. And that's me confused. But glad to see him getting a lot of
219 in the first quarter.
Georgia has 53 yards total. UT marks at 26.
What do you want to see more from the offense?
Oh, I like the last drive. I mean, right here we got two tight ends. We really gonna pound that thing. Way too late throwing that ball there. Way too late. Do you notice the rhythm there?
Oh yeah.
It's behind.
Travis Hunter would have picked six that, based on what I saw earlier today.
Congratulations to Prime. I mean, unreal.
Do you know he was throwing that to C.J. Smith?
We got some different guys in the line there. 53s in.
Ooh, rush.
That was a nice little
Rob.
ankle breaker there.
Hamwick says, I'm wondering if the sun is causing problems. Jeff Hightop says, I'm missing Stetson Bennett right now.
Well, I mean, Son, we talked about it. It is an issue, but
It's at your back now. That's only going to get worse in the next quarter. And here's the thing: people are going to get mad at Carson Beck, just like they get mad at every
throw
quarterback.
the ball there to that slot receiver. God, you got to get in front of him, oh baby. Boy, you had it. That was Levitt, right?
Yeah, he has not been accurate.
Stay on the field on fourth down.
Give him credit putting Fairchild in there for Rutledge, but boy, that was there. That was a good route by Levitt.
Two rough throws in a row from Beck.
Yeah, well, there was that one they threw behind to Dominic Levitt.
I guess we're trying to get him offside here. I don't know what he's doing. If we went for this one, I'd be really surprised. Unless he can kick shotgun. Good try. Two poor throws that series. Good run on second down.
Kirby's over there talking to him, calming him down, not chewing him out.
Yeah, I mean,
Just, being a little.
you can imagine a little bit. I mean, it's a tough deal coming in there, filling in, starting your first game. Had a couple really good throws and a couple weren't so good, but
You can tell he just looks like he's beating himself up a little bit. You're talking to him well.
So Kirby, let's run that fake.
That is a big punter. Jeez.
All the way from Australia.
Oh, he's like 35 years old.
Just look at it. Is he wearing shoulder pads?
Yeah, you call those really small ones.
You know, I'm thinking the executive.
Roll, baby, roll.
Oh, there you go.
Not a lot of hang time on that.
I remember the women's business suits in the 90s had the built-in shoulder pads. They were bigger than what he's wearing.
Oh, Ron Corson down there. Hey, congratulations to Claude Felton being named a Georgia Sports Hall of Famer. Very well deserved.
Whatever has taken him this long, I don't know. He's definitely the man.
One of the kindest people I've ever met.
Don't you think if you're Martin here, you got to say, look, we can't keep throwing the ball behind the line. We got to throw at least 2 yards downfield.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia's just creeping up.
Give them credit. They won the OVC the last 2 years.
Hey, Coach Simpson knows what he's doing.
Scored 24 against Tennessee last year. Doing a little subbing here. There it goes.
Hey, there you go, Coach. You're going deep, like you said.
We got a penalty, too. Lassiter grabbed him. Out and up. Coach knows what he's doing because he listens. I mean, why don't you take a shot? I mean, you might hit the big one or you get 15.
You called it, Coach. Julian Humphrey getting the start opposite or playing opposite Lassiter right now.
Is he the one that started the game?
I don't know. I need to go back and check that out. That's what I predicted would, but
Bullard all over it. Early in the year, those are kind of penalties that you can learn from and coach up. I mean, hey, you got to call it strict.
ooh, Marlon Jones Jr. was almost ready to grab one out of the air.
Marvin was ready last year. We just got hurt, but he's a player. C.J. Allen in there, linebacker, 33, young linebacker, getting some early licks here.
Lamar County.
2nd and 10 for the Skyhawks.
So we're going to play man under this time, I think. try to jump a route. Coach, you got one more.
Well, you can't take them with you. Hey, while they take a break, I want to give a little more context to our partners at getyourfreewifi.com. And here's a bit more info about it in a little video spot from them.
Attention all Medicaid beneficiaries. You can now qualify for a free smartphone with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data. You heard that right. You can now get your smartphone, cell service, and high-speed data absolutely free from a government program called the Affordable Connectivity Program. Just call 800-470-9125 right now to see if you instantly qualify. All callers can qualify based on your income, or if you receive assistance from Federal Public Housing, SSI, or even free and reduced price school lunch program. If you or someone in your household is enrolled in Medicaid or any of these government assistance programs, you can now instantly qualify to get free cellular service and high-speed data, plus a free smartphone. Even if you're paying for your plans now with another carrier, you can switch to a free talk, text, and data plan if you qualify. Just call 800-470-9125 to qualify instantly for your free talk, text, and data service, plus a free smartphone. This free program is open and available, so call now to see if you qualify. Don't wait. Call 800-470-9125. 800-470-9125.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a first down for the Skyhawks there coming out of that break.
I like the look like they're maximum protecting there and then handing the ball. I think I kind of caught us off guard there. That back walked up like he was going to help them in the protection, and then they ended up handing the ball to him. That's kind of a little wrinkle there by the Skyhawks.
That's 11-yard pickup.
Coach, when you're in the underdog in games like this, do you try to drag that clock out as much as you can?
Oh, sure. Except if you got a little momentum, you can go fast. There's no need to be in any hurry.
Design run. There's nobody there.
Oh, that's a big gain. About 30 yards?
Come on, be careful.
25 at least.
Yeah, we were caught looking inside there.
Yeah. Nobody over there.
I think Pop should have squeezed off there.
Yeah.
Pretty good job by Humphreys. He had man coverage and came back on it, but you don't let the clock run out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're UT Martin, you're down by a touchdown after a quarter. You have the ball in plus territory. Could be worse.
You picked up 37 yards in 2 plays.
Yep.
Well,
So that where we were favored more than any game except when we played Nicholls State, and that didn't turn out as good as I hoped.
Nicholls State was serious. I still remember those guys.
So finishing up on that Wi-Fi, the one thing that I like about it is you call that number or tell them how to do it, Roddy. But the point is they got professionals that'll help you qualify, tell you what you got to do, and then they'll send your actual tablet or phone right to your house, and your internet and everything starts immediately.
Yeah, it'll be built into the SIM card. So if you get the free phone, they just send you the phone, you get free data, free texting, free talk. You get the tablet. It's a small charge on that. It's severely discounted, and it has it built into the
$10 for the year.
Yeah.
I mean,
so you got a pretty good system there where you get the tablet in. But just go to getmyfreewifi.com. Getyourfreewifi.com.
It's on the screen right now.
There you go. And if you're a veteran or you get a student on the reduced lunch, or you get the Pell Grant, or you're in the VA assistance program, Medicaid, or I mean, if you're just and here's the thing, it may not be you. You may know somebody. So you know somebody at church. You know somebody in the family. It's a lot of those government programs. This is from the government. It's not a gimmick. It's not a bait and switch. This is from the Affordable Connectivity Program, the ACP. So this is a law, a program that's been passed by the federal government, and they have funded it for like 5 years. It's about to be renewed. So it's there. It's not somebody trying to sell you something or give you something and put you on the hook later on. This is a legit government program. Josh Millard, former Georgia player, who did wonders during COVID. He's the one running it. So if you know somebody in your family that may have bad internet because they're out in the country, or they're like, well, we can't afford that, or students. There's a major school system, one of the biggest ones in the state of Georgia.
Gwinnett.
They give out all these.
Gwinnett County.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure if that was public yet. That's why I was holding back.
Yeah, then they got
well, they give out the Chromebooks, but they don't give out a Wi-Fi. So the school gives you a Chromebook. You take it home to do your homework, but you don't have good Wi-Fi. Well, these Chromebooks are now going to have this program built into it. So during COVID, all the kids that couldn't get Wi-Fi, that had bad Wi-Fi, you can solve that. So if you are if you're involved in your PTA, if you're involved in the school system at all, get your school system to talk to Josh Millard and find out how you can get Wi-Fi for all of your students.
Exactly, and college too. College students, qualify too. I know a lot of these different schools are utilizing that. University of Arizona is one in particular that was kind of the first program that started implementing, and Josh has worked with them, and he's working with a lot of schools around here, including UGA. They're looking at it. So,
well, you hear all these political candidates talk about let's get broadband internet, let's make internet more available to people in rural areas. This is how that happens. This is that initiative at work. So it's cool to see it in play.
I saw this in the Auburn game where they were interviewing the coach at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, I think you got first and fourth quarter
going on.
Yeah, but I think they got it taped though because he's back over there. But
shout out to Ashley Shamati, the sideline reporter, Grady College.
That's where it come up.
That's it, Tyke Smith.
Yeah, I just saw Ugg over there. Our deepest condolences to the Siler family. Sonny Siler, great patriarch of Georgia football, passed away last week, and we talked about it on the on the podcast. But gonna miss Sonny.
They put his picture up in the stadium before kickoff. He got a standing ovation.
Great, should. We're tackling well. We just had a couple miscues as far as on those 37-yard deals where we just people didn't feel the right angles.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good idea there of how fast football is going to go now. I mean, we're in we run like 15 or 18 plays in the first quarter.
That one drive, that was about it.
All right, 8. Going empty.
Might throw it deep to that 3 there. Nobody on him.
I was about to say.
Did that hit the official? Or?
It looked like it because the guy had an angle on Malachi Starks. I thought he was going to catch it.
Good instincts by the ref, and put the arms up and try to make the catch.
I got to go for it here if I'm them. Don't you?
Yeah.
Came all the way down here from Northwest Tennessee.
Oh, it's 4th and 8 though. I don't see him.
Yeah, but they're on our side of the 50.
I'd try to draw them off sides and then punt it.
Why would you punt against us? You never get the ball there again.
Well, you put it back. Hopefully on the.
He might punt it. The quarterback might punt it.
What?
Oh, right, 2 for 2.
No, I didn't call the punt.
I thought you called a punt.
No. Well, I did call a punt, but I thought you did it with your punt team. But see, that makes me nervous because then you got the quarterback out there. What if somebody returns it and just?
I'm just trying to.
I said the quarterback.
You did. You call that because Georgia had nobody back there to return it.
Well, it's hard to return it when you're worrying about them running the play.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You can't do everything.
That's my point. Is you leave him out there so Georgia doesn't drop anybody back. You pooch it, and I thought we were going
to do that with Beck on 4th and 4, but we were on our side of the 40 when we tried to draw him offside.
Coach, you were a quarterback and a punter. Did you do the pooch punt like that?
No, we didn't. We did a little bit of shotgun, but I did a couple of them. But most of the time, we just had regular punt. All right, let's break a long one here.
Comes in tight.
Ooh, nothing.
It's amazing. Run a play, first down with Bowers on the sideline. Preseason All-American there.
I had almost 10 sacks last year. That's impressive. I don't care what league you're in.
You got Bowers here into the boundary on anything you want to do. I mean, they're going to try to – this guy can't cover him.
All right, just pushed him out of the way. Called it, coach.
Oh, Aaron Smith grabs it. They're calling him down.
I don't know if they are or not, but I get up there and run it fast. So at least we're seeing what I see there.
Yeah, goes right to the seam.
I don't think he had it long enough.
I don't think.
Snap it.
In slow motion, it looks like he has it because it lasts so long.
But you should have snapped the ball already.
Cash
I like
Jones.
I like the little drop roll area there. See the action there. The quarterback looks like he's going to throw the drop back and then sprints out. That helps you protection. Nice little drive starting here now. Take Brock out of the game.
The Cash Jones era has done, everyone. Get your popcorn.
These guys are up there on the front. True freshman from California in there, 0, Robertson. We lost Branson for the year with a patella tendon tear.
3rd and 2.
Does he go to the field here or to the boundary, coach?
Probably going to throw the ball in the flat to Delt.
Oh, I see that.
Oh, it's even better here. Show some speed, buddy.
Oh, wow. Great block by Delp there to seal the edge.
I love that play call, Coach.
Yeah, that was good. Going fast here.
Folks, watch number 4, Oscar Delp there. Boom. Look at that room. Look at that. I think I'm going to have to give him a helmet sticker for that. There you go. Give it to him at least.
Saving Bowers for South Carolina.
They're reading everybody deep.
It's good to see Oscar in there, though. He's a good young player. Got a touchdown pass against South Carolina last year.
That was kind of a poke him in the eye, though.
Yeah.
He almost went there.
Kind of lunge forward there.
There's a little.
If we can get this kind of work out of Milton today, and no telling how good he's going to be in a couple of weeks, that's good. You got 2 downs to make it here, boys.
There's a little penetration on that left side. That's why he had to dive. Look at that. 5 on the line, 3 within
might
3
be
yards
that
of the
quick.
ball. 8 in the box. And he ran right into him.
You can say what you want to about blocking, but that right there, there's about 2 guys that weren't even touched because you don't have enough guys. See the corner, the star stunt there. The corner came inside of the, and very good.
We'll rub that real bell. That was 8 on 6.
Good chance to pooch it here. That wasn't the offensive line. That was just a good scheme.
A lot of complaints about play calling here in the chat.
You know that's going to come with Mike Bobo being the QB.
What do you want them to do? I mean, right there. I mean, it took the ball on the. They started on the 6-yard line and punted it on their end of the field. I mean, it'd be nice to get a score and all, but they made 4 first downs, didn't it?
Well, we've touched on Athens Ford and Yingling and get your free Wi-Fi.
Well, you want to finish your thought, Coach?
I just think a lot expected out of this team, and at this point, the other team is undermanned, so they're taking some chances. They're going to make you look bad. I mean, that was a good stunt there. You know, the guy lined up on the outside the tight end and came back underneath, and if we would have gone outside, they would have been dead. But, you know, we went inside, and it worked for them.
Yeah, so you started on the 7, you got to T-Martin 46. So, I get it. There is a company called Better Life Science. And when COVID was going crazy, these guys were the first people to determine that COVID was in the state of Georgia. And when everybody was getting tested, they were the ones building the test. So Better Life Science is the name of the company. And you can go to betterlifescience.com, check them out. They make an allergy test where you get a little, you can buy it in stores, you can get it in the mail. Just go to Better Life Science, get the one in the mail, and you have this little finger prick. Doesn't hurt, you know. And you put a little droplet of blood into it, you seal it up, and you send it to them. Shortly after they get it, they process it very quickly because remember these were the ones doing all the COVID testing for like Delta and Coca-Cola and Home Depot, all these places where you had to test all the time. They were doing thousands upon thousands of tests in like 24 hours, 48 hours. It's nuts. Well, they will get these results back to you, and they will have a list of everything that you could be allergic to. You know, people go, what about gluten? What about wheat? What about wasps? What about spiders? What about anything? Shellfish. I mean, paint. Things in the environment, pollens and stuff. They will tell you if you're not allergic, slightly allergic, reactionary, or allergic to it. I did mine. They checked over 200 different items. The only thing that came back was paper wasp venom. So I need to avoid, and even if it wasn't allergic, it's like you would have a reaction. I personally have to avoid paper wasps. But I thought I was allergic to conch because I had some conch, like a conch fritter or something, and I had hives after that. So, I'm allergic to that. No, I'm not. So, betterlifescience.com. Check them out. If you have kids, you need to get this for your kids. No.
Fortunate there.
Yeah.
Hey, I concur with you on that allergy test. I'm 78 years old, and I went over and took it because you never know. I know I've always been allergic to working, but shout out to Josh and, of course, his partner's doing a great job with that. It just Alan Brock is doing a really good job of making that available.
2nd and 10 here for the Skyhawks, and this play is called dead timeout. Their final one.
Their last timeout, huh? But a very seamless little deal. They just put this on your arm there. The way they got it now, they press that arm and take the blood sample, and you send it back, and they send you the results and very quickly. And I was relieved to know that I wasn't allergic to anything much.
All right, Coach. It's 7-0. 5 minutes into or 6 minutes into the second quarter. Not exactly what we were expecting out of Georgia.
No, I mean, you wish everything would be hunky dory, but with this group we're playing today, you know, it's a pretty good football team, and they've made some plays to stop us, and we've had a couple. You know, the one bad throw I thought to Dominic Lovett would have made a really big run. We haven't made any big plays except for the one run by Bowers after he caught the ball. But I would thought we'd have been more explosive. Defense is playing solid, but need to get some field position there and where maybe can go a little bit easier.
Yeah, you can see them kind of gelling. I mean, you get the ball in the 7, you get to the 46, yeah, you don't punch it in. But it's 4 drives.
Yeah, it's just when you're overwhelming favor and you don't just go up and down the field like everybody thinks you are, then it's hard to do anything except say, look, we got to settle down and stop making the mistake of the third down play. It looked like a good call because you got 2 downs to make it, but they ran a stunt and out executed us. So I think we got to do a little more perimeter runs. And
that perimeter run to Roderick Robinson picked up 26.
Yeah, do some perimeter runs and throw the ball over the middle against these guys. Is what I would do.
Well, here's a question from John. It says, please ask Coach, why is Carson Beck checking down on every throw if they're having 8 in the box?
Might be because he's getting pressured. I don't know. We could definitely throw it deep. I would think we could. We threw one deep, but it was a little bit overthrown. But
well, you saw him. He was looking downfield on that last drive. He was watching for those to happen, and then he didn't get it. He went to Delp short.
Yeah. So. I'd say right now he's just pressing a little bit, knowing that the weight of the world's on his shoulder. I mean, he needs to relax and make the routine plays. All you got to do.
So we had 2 drives that went 3 and outs, but then the other 2 drives they had 10 plays for 76 yards and 8 plays for 47.
Yeah, I mean,
so
the last 2 drives. The last 2 drives have been pretty good, right? Touchdown and then that.
No, there was a touchdown, then a punt, then that.
I tell you one thing, our dang safeties are tackling up at the good gracious 24 and 22 are just unbelievable.
I need to look at that, but I think that might have been CJ. Sorry. I think was that Allen, but no, that was Sorry. Look at Xavier about to shoot through that A gap there, Coach, on the right side.
Yeah, he's tough. Glad to see him having some success. I mean, we got Small Monday not playing today. One of the better players in the country. So here's
front tight.
That can be delayed.
They couldn't call a timeout there. I think.
Yeah, delay game.
Coach, as good a game as this coach is calling, I think they're trying to be a little bit too perfect against us. You just can't call the right play against all these different looks. I mean, they need to not, go down to the end of the time clock.
Looks like Glenn Schumann's giving them a different look on every series. Like, okay, what are you going to do against this? What are you going to do against that? And that's the chess match is really starting to get to him a little bit.
Right.
I mean, in that one, you had somebody sitting on that 0 technique lined up over the center, and look, there's another completely different look.
Ooh, that was a self-preservation. I'd like to play another day.
I like
almost decapitated him.
I like the idea of moving your quarterback, and especially with playing man coverage. Really good job here. We were in dime. Jackson back safety, and then Bullard coming late.
But Kirby wanted to make that tackle.
Yeah.
We're due for a punt return.
But that guy's been killing it with the punts. I want to look that up.
Oh,
they had to look to block it. Fair caught at the 31-yard line, maybe the 32.
All right, let's get something rolling here, dogs.
We'll be right back after this 15-second shout-out from our friends at Yingling.
Over the last 190 years, a lot has changed.
But at Yuengling, America's oldest brewery, we're still focused on one thing. Brewing darn good beer.
Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America.
All right.
So talk about punt. That kid's averaging 51 yards a punt.
Really?
51. And he did have that 60-yarder. In comparison, Brett Thorson's punt averaging 42. Of course, I think one of those he tried to shorten up a bit. So, not too shabby. Not really give us a chance to see what Mekhi Muse can do. He had 2 returns of 19 yards.
When you have questions for Coach, pop them in the chat on YouTube or Facebook, and I'll ask them as we go along.
Ohio State 23-3. I mean, they new quarterback. They struggle a little bit today against Indiana.
Washington was down for a bit in Boise State, but that game's about to wrap at 56-19 with Washington winning.
Impressive quarterback at Penix, kid. Impressive.
What are you going to look for in this? Well, I know you want North Carolina to win because you're good friends with Mac Brown.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like South Carolina is going to have a very difficult schedule and lost some of their best players to the portal. But I understand they got some good young players too. But it's all be a battle of quarterbacks, and which one of them can probably do the best on third down and win this game. Because neither one of the defenses is that great. I look for a high-scoring game.
I mean, yeah, Spencer Rattler, Drake May. That's 2 guys that will be talked about in Heisman circles. Give me your winner in the LSU-FSU game, though.
I'm going with LSU just because
Dayne Daniels or
FSU. Been reading a lot of clips there, but it could happen the other way too. But
I'm drawing a blank on that really fantastic linebacker they have at
Perkins.
Oh, you
talking
about Perkins? Man,
but they're without Mason Smith. He's suspended.
They got 13 for FSU too.
A couple old quarterbacks in that game. That's one of the trends I'm seeing in college football so far is that the older veteran quarterbacks have played a lot of football.
He's a 6th year. The one kid at Florida State, and then the kid from Notre Dame's in his 6th year too.
Yep.
Hartman.
But I've seen that being an advantage for some teams early in the year. Just having quarterbacks knowing what to do.
Is my volume going good? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You're good.
Right.
I have a slight delay in the talk back.
All right. We got Milton back in there. Maybe another thing we haven't done much is throw some like quick screens or jet sweeps or just anything.
They run that one jet.
There you go.
Big old. Woo.
Don't pull a muscle.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So I feel bad for the kid, but I'm like, don't get hurt. That's not the way. You got to work for it.
The action that Beck gave that though, just to move along with it, it seems like that helped you get going. To me.
So I was trying to see where they started. I forgot.
Again, there's the outside areas. That's where you got to attack against it.
Yeah. They've gone two plays to the right. Oh man. Nice.
These guys are taking a lot of chances movement-wise.
Yeah. He shot that B gap and got in there. But if he hadn't got a hold of him, he'll still run it.
He needed that run, though. That was good for him.
37 yards. So that's why I had a little stat thing figured out.
I don't know that anyone was curious, but the final stat line, JT Daniels for Rice today, 14 of 26, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. 3rd time he's played at Texas in a different uniform.
Crazy.
There he is in the flat.
Yep. Look at Dylan Bell out there fighting with people to get to block.
Every time this guy gets the ball, I act like he's never getting it again.
He may not.
I shouldn't have yelled out, there he is, but he heard me.
He did.
See a little bluff block there? That's good.
Yes. Look at Dylan Bell out there fighting.
There it is. Go for the end zone. Come on, get back and play.
Arian Smith has been mugged twice, and he's not happy about it.
I like taking the shot there, though.
Especially after you've gotten a first down like that.
We're not going to be able to see it. You guys grabbing him.
Jeez, come on. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. That guy's mugged him twice.
Get that ball to 6
We're going
one
to make
time.
up call here in 2 seconds.
6. Okay. You're going to call a pick on us here.
I just thought we'd make a holding call. Did we? That wasn't in the backfield, though. Oh, okay. Look where the flag went down. That wouldn't be offensive holding, but the ball went out so fast. Who had time to hold? Oh yeah, he was holding Dylan Bell on his post route.
Well, coach said they were being aggressive on everything.
Yeah,
you get called for it sometimes.
Worst case scenario. I mean, Dylan was ahead of him. He would have been wide open on that post route. And
these guys are getting mad at their players. These guys are playing hard, man. You give them credit. I'm playing against a defending national champion.
You got too many guys on the field. Hey.
It's a way to see it. You got to catch it. Put it to his outside. Was that far enough outside? I can't really see.
Here's a second look. That's got to be a catch.
Oh, that was a good throw.
That was a great throw. That's twice his helmet's come off, though.
Oh, you need to get one of those Missouri helmets. Just kidding.
Good pass breakup from Skyhawk DB.
They got some athletic-looking kids, though, don't you think?
Yeah.
He's going to run around.
That nose guard's serious.
I think if Beck kept it, there wouldn't be about anybody between him and those bars downtown.
That's right. Well, they're not worried about it. This was the same thing you used to talk about when Stetson Bennett would they can go to the outside and you yell, let him keep it one time. Hardly ever did.
Well, you got to slow down this pursuit. I mean, these guys are ganged up on them. This would be a good time to put 19 in motion and do something with him if he's in the game.
I mean, maybe they do the same thing and back.
I think backside tight end here. Good run.
Oh, wow.
There he goes.
Nice.
Touchdown, Georgia.
I'm glad to see him show some poise there.
Builder.
I tell you what was good about that is not forced to throw and find the open area. They weren't. Their other team.
They sold out to stop the throw. You're right.
They
dropped 8.
Their coach told them in the pregame, 15 will not run. That's good for your scouting report too. Now we got 2 timeouts left. We need to get a good kickoff here and go down and stop them, and we're in a 2-minute offense and get a little. So that was a nice drive. That's got good rhythm.
Mm-hmm. The big Micah Morris out there.
If you have questions for Coach Radi, get them in the chat here at halftime. We do take a bit of a break.
Don't ask me anything.
I'm going to ask you everything. Give Radi the tough question.
No, I do have a question for Coach there. So he rolls out on that play right before that, knows he could have walked into the end zone. And you're like, man, I could have done this. Then they go dime package and they drop everybody and they only rush 3. And he's like, well, I mean, was that him just deciding to take it in, or was that part of the play?
I think we were where we lined up our tight end there. He was going to try to run a yo-yo route there where he could go either side, and they bounced around on him, and he looked them off, and he couldn't throw it to them, so he started running to try to hit the crossing route, and then he saw that opening and bounced in there. That's the way to know your protection and make something happen.
In other words, great decision by Carson Beck.
I thought it was.
Because what we're going to hear from Kirby is
What I like,
how'd he do?
what I liked about that part was number one, which I said was he didn't force it. Knowing the down and distance, don't force it and take care of the ball. A field goal is better than throwing it up for grabs over the middle. So he needs a couple good catches from these guys, though. I mean, a couple of those balls are catchable.
Touchdown pass dropped. And I know that Dominic was diving backwards on that one that was thrown a little bit to the outside, but still it hit him in the hands, and you kind of expected, hoping he could catch that one. So, that seems like everybody's been off just a hair, just a bit much. But you're right about attacking the edges. You've had two 26-yard run and a 37-yard run on the edges. I think Kendall Milton starting to feel it, lather him up. I didn't expect him to play at all.
Well, he was capable of playing, which I think he might have said something earlier this week. I read, but I think the natural assumption was holding back. But at the same time, the other guy, Edwards, was not ready. So then all of a sudden, you got nobody's ever even played, and if he can play, don't protect him. So that's probably what the rationale was.
Yeah, because Andrew Paul hasn't played. Cash Owens hasn't played very much. Roderick Robinson has never.
I don't think Paul's played today, has he?
I haven't seen him out there.
Robinson looked pretty good there.
That is a big running back. He's like 240 pounds. I'm not in a hurry to bring him down. He's just a beast.
Question from Steve Burnett: what adjustments should be made on the offensive line since it seems to be getting very little push?
From my perspective, he makes a good point about the push, but it's hard to get there's always going to be, if you just go back to Mississippi State a couple years ago, there's always going to be an unblocked guy because of their front. And you've got to throw the ball effectively or get the ball outside. You're not going to run inside really effective against an unblocked defender. So it doesn't have anything to do with the line as much as scheme wise. You got to either have a lead back or a H back to pick up that guy. And we've had some pretty good runs today. Here's the deal. See, watch 19, the left tight end here. That's Bowers. Keep your eye on him. They're going to try to break inside or out. And he's looking right at him. That guy, number 11, is taking his inside. The other guy's there. It's not there. And then he takes it and scores. Good job. So I was right one time.
You're right. They double teamed him. They took away the inside and outside on that yo-yo. Nowhere for him to go. And Carson made him pay.
Radi, I saw you salivating on that kickoff.
He crushed that ball. Damn.
It landed.
It landed
through
out
the end zone.
Yeah.
Like
all right, we got two.
We are spoiled on kickoffs. There's no question.
That was photographer caught range.
Yeah. We need to get the ball right here.
Marvin Jones Jr. on the left. He's rocking back and forth.
What
a tackle, Tyke Smith. The guy hanging all over him. You see him look back at the coach. Yeah, I got him.
Just for practice, it would be really good if we could do the 2-minute here to go into half. And I think Beggs picked it up here since the first quarter. I mean, except for the one drop pass.
Georgia's defense is going up 79 yards so far.
When we do the post-game overreaction show, we got to give Tyke Smith the helmet sticker so far. That's been pretty good.
Got Everett in there corner.
Yeah.
Way to come up, Bullard. I'm a little worried about our contain on the rollout. We're a little bit too
that's 3 in a row.
Inside conscious, but I mean the guy gained 4 yards, but we if he wants to run it on the sprint out, they can do it. This is a row you boat play the way that guy was. He's gonna fake and come out this way this time.
He keeps the ball and run to the field. Because when the slot takes Tyke out of the game or out of the play,
go and get another delayed game, coach. You can't call timeout. Go ahead, coach him up. 3, he's telling him to hurry up, and he's
2.
Ball. We got it. That's coaching right there. He's trying to change the play with 11 seconds to go.
They're going to say it's a false start. Oh, can you decline it and get the ball? I know it's a dead ball foul, but
don't start the clock here now because they've already used up a minute on this play.
Yeah.
I like that the coach was telling him to hurry up when he was changing the play with 8 seconds to go.
I called it. Run it faster.
That's like Nick's calling the spike play on 4th down against Georgia. The offensive coordinator, Bo Nick's dad, spiked the ball. See, they get another minute here. It's a ridiculous call by the official. You shouldn't start the clock again.
No.
This play is taking a minute. Kirby, if they don't make it here, call timeout unless it's an incomplete pass. He didn't make it.
He's short of that by about a yard.
Call timeout, Kirby.
2 yards.
Well, we got 2 down. Only got 2 timeouts left.
Oh, he did.
Good job there, Dumas.
Yes, he went out of bounds, but the clock gets set for 2 minutes.
Right. But we got screwed on that penalty about a minute, man.
Yeah. That took a lot of time off the clock.
Good timeout, Kirby.
Let's see.
They're going to try to jump us off sides.
I'd like to see that A.J. Harris get in there, corner coach, that true freshman.
Good player.
He's going to be a baller. I'd like to see Georgia up by 28, 35 points so we can see some of these freshmen get some action. But right now, I just want
to
see the first team get better.
Saw C.J. Allen in there.
Yeah, that was early in the game. I thought that was impressive. And Jordan Hall got in there in, the second series? He ain't scared to play young guys. Pull Kirby back. All right. Do you take a chance on?
Well, we're going to have a return on here.
That's what I was about to say.
Safe, but this guy here is a thunderfoot.
Yeah.
Based on
punt from his 25.
Based on today, he probably knocked his thing about over our end zone.
He had to go to catch that snap.
Good Lord.
Him in the transfer portal.
It's out the back of the head. He punted from his 25.
Yeah. Smart move by Muse letting it go. Let's go here now. We got
a choice.
No, I mean he could have gone back there and tried to jump on it.
Yeah.
This old boy's he's gonna be in the portal here. He's gonna get some money. Somebody come back.
He said, I got to get my coach's film out there. Take a little NIL next year.
Got a good dude, dude.
He's wearing those shorts, though, Coach.
Yeah. That's the most ridiculous thing in college football. They say your knee pads are supposed to cover your knees. They don't do it, but all right, 2-minute offense. You got 1 timeout. That's one thing we practice here. You got to get that first down.
We've watched Kirby yell at us. Cash Jones in the backfield. We watched him.
Bowers back there,
5,
too.
4, 3,
How about Bowers in the backfield? Get out of bounds.
Delp couldn't find his blocker, and Bowers made it not matter.
Did you see Bowers in the backfield, Coach? Let's go. We're in a hurry.
Seems like they're side by side. Is he H-back or?
Well, Delps was the H, and he was the back. We didn't have another back in the game.
Okay. Because, that stack there kind of confused me. I'm like,
we need to hurry up here a little bit. Cash.
First down. Now the clock should stop because it's under 2 minutes.
Correct.
I will get this new clock thing down eventually. But hey, game 1. We all got issues.
I like that they kept it within 2 minutes. That it pauses there.
Yeah.
We need to get a little bit of sense of urgency here.
We're just not in a hurry.
Throw at the screen out there to 6.
Oh, hey, 19 works. All right, now they're calling it. They're going fast now.
Good protection.
Cash is wide open in the middle. Oh, look at him go again.
Should have come out of bounds instead of sliding.
Yeah, because clock keeps going.
Come on. You can go to Bowers right here.
Yeah, that guy can't cover him. Oh,
Timeout here is what I'd call a timeout.
Yeah, Kirby's right there.
Really not looking downfield as much as you probably should have. Right?
Yeah, Kirby getting in Cash Jones's face there. And Carson back.
Is there something specific that he's upset about there, Coach, or just?
Yeah, I'm not sure that if he ran the right route or what, but you know, I think it's a little bit more of the total first half than it is. Just
Well, I guess I was kind of getting at that. I was wondering if it was some clock management there, or get the first down so it stops. So I don't have to use the timeout. I've seen Kirby get mad before when he has to use the timeout and didn't want to have to use.
Here we go.
The last thing would be using on a third down. Right before third down.
$48 seconds.
Yeah.
3rd and 3. So
you got Bowers any way you want to do it.
Look down low.
6-2. God knows.
Didn't get it.
Maybe he did. So he'll move it. Let's go. Call the play.
Injured player. I didn't think he got across the line.
Yeah.
It was tight.
I think he had the wherewithal to put it out there.
SEC officials.
Yeah, he's like, hey.
He's going to challenge the spot.
Does he have, I forgot if you can challenge without any timeouts left.
Well, because the clock stopped here, but that's close.
Yeah, it is exactly on the 40-yard line.
But I don't think it had to be on the 40. The way that thing looks over there, it looks like it's on the 40.
Yeah, I think the TV yellow line was a little bit further out than the actual line.
Right here. Mike Bobo, take a shot. First down, the clock stopped. Take a shot. Double move.
Out and up to Dominic Lovett.
Or Dylan Bell.
Raw. He didn't play much.
Or Bowers.
I'd say take a shot. These guys here probably going to come with some heat.
Do what they did last time when they dropped everybody. It was, remember, who was it running right to the middle of the field there? Was it?
Middle of the field's going to be open.
Yeah.
Bauer's going to run a flag over here. Get out. Boy, Cash.
It was him last time. That he basically stood out there in the middle, about where the middle linebacker was, and was like, "Hey, I'm here." And they threw it to
we started on the 20, didn't we?
Yep.
After the punt, after the kickoff, or the punt to the end zone.
Let's go deep to Dylan Bell. Just throw it up there and let him jump up and grab it over number 11 here.
Hey, Arian Smith down that sideline. There you go. Love it.
He made sure he
caught this one, by God. It's like it was his scholarship.
Bowers in the flat.
Oh, they brought everybody.
God, that was
Oh,
bad.
God.
And they don't have a timeout, so they got to get
Spike
up.
it.
Yeah,
Spike
spike
it.
it. Spike it. 17, 16, 15, 14, 15. Oof.
That's not a very good play there.
That was a smart defensive call. They brought everybody thinking they were going to hand it off, and there were way too many bodies there.
Good coaching by them.
Yeah.
Sell the ranch on first down.
That's the second time they've done that. That just absolutely worked for them.
That wasn't blocking. I just a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. They did the same thing on that one that stopped them last time. They just brought 8 or 9. Well, not 9, but they brought way more than you had blocking.
11 seconds left.
Flood this zone over here.
Oh,
my
that's a terrible throw.
Field goal.
Yeah.
Previous was a bad play call. That wasn't tipped. That was horrendous.
That was a good drive. Just didn't do much here at the end. Be a good time to fake one.
Going 5 seconds here.
Going on balance here, so you can move over a little bit. See the way we did.
Yeah.
That's it.
Up and good.
It's good for that kid to get the field, his first field goal.
Yeah. There you go, true freshman, knocking one through.
It's points, but puzzling things at the end of that.
It's lack of execution there at the end.
A reminder at halftime, we take a bit of a break here and get re-racked for the second half. We'll throw up a stat sheet so you can see it as well. This will be a pretty short halftime with it being streaming only. I'm pretty confident in saying that.
I do want to mention our friends as we go to commercial or as we go to break, our friends at Athens Ford, with 3 seconds left in it. You can get a 2023. This is the reason I say we need to mention this right now is because the Labor Day here, they have a Labor Day deal. Good through the 4th, okay, 4th of September. You get $10,000 off a 2023 Ford F-150 and 2.9% financing for 60 months. So
wow,
that is a monster deal to get $10,000 off and 2.9% financing. So they have a ton of them out there. But that deal ends on the 4th. Today's the 2nd. You got 48 hours to swing by there and grab one of those. So if you're looking for a Ford F-150, now's your chance. You need to jump on it.
Stats going in halftime, Carson Beck, 14 of 21 for 134 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Running the ball, Kendall Milton, 9 carries for 53 yards. Roger Robinson, 5 for 40. Carson Beck has the 3 scrambles for 12 yards and a touchdown. Bowers has a rushing touchdown.
It's weird that Carson Beck and Brock Bowers have the rushing touchdowns.
Leading receiver, Brock Bowers, 5 catches, 77 yards. Second leading receiver, Cass Jones, 3 catches for 22 yards. And that sends us into halftime. Georgia with a 17-0 lead. So let me get this stat sheet up here quickly. We will return for the second half of the UGA Sports Watch Along show with the head coach Jim Donnan and Radi Nabulsi from UGAsports.com. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
I've got this.
Over the last 190 years, a lot has changed.
But at Yuengling, America's oldest brewery, we're still focused on one thing. Brewing darn good beer.
Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America.
Offensive team, you got the ball, and and when you see the ball behind the receivers, or receivers dropping it, or whatever it might be, that's what's vivid. We haven't been able to sustain any drives a couple of times early, but after we got rolling there, we hadn't had any more 3 and outs, and I thought that was a really good drive at the end of the half. Maybe on the goal line, we could have done some things different there to save the clock, but overall, it was just not as efficient as you'd like. But we knew going in that this was going to be a team that's going to take chances. I mean, they're undermanned. Why don't you? They've come up with some big stops with moving their front and plugging people through. I like Mississippi State. We mentioned that before. So just got to get a little more consistent passing game from the standpoint of protections. We hadn't had any sacks, but not many big plays down the field, except a couple runs there at the end of the half. But overall, defense is all over it. Offense has got to pick it up as far as execution.
I mean, you can't hold them to more than negative points. So they haven't been scored on. The defense is there, especially on the perimeters. There've been a few times it's been open out there, but the cornerback, safety, star, they've been closing the distance very quickly. It shows how fast Julian Humphreys is. It shows how fast Taki Smith is.
Both safety, yeah.
They're just they're there to corner. So Kamar Lasser is going to do what he does. So your secondary's lights out. A couple times they've kept it around. The quarterback's kept it, and there's been a lack of contain. But on the offense, it's where, like you said, they're not throwing and catching well, or inconsistently. They haven't thrown and caught consistently. And I'd just like to see them get to the perimeter a little bit more in the run game. And here's the thing: you mentioned, Coach, that they've sold out. They've brought more guys than they've taken chances. They've risked it. When is Georgia going to make them pay for one of those chances?
Right. A couple of times we did that one quick pitch to Roderick Robinson, and then we got the one run with Milton. But you got to anticipate that in your play calls some too. So that's something I think we've seen now that Powers, though, I think he's had like 5 catches and then one run. But he's you want to protect him, but at the same time, you're going to use him too. So
touchdown, North Carolina Tar Heels.
Yeah.
There you go, Mac Brown. Was it Drake May?
Yeah, it was a run up the middle, off left side for a yard.
Okay.
Running back.
But getting back to our team, we got a good catch from Lovett. I would have thought maybe we would have gotten a little bit more out of those guys, but Lovett, rah-rah, got the one. But overall, we're just last 2 drives, 19 plays, pretty good, 143 yards. So we were a little flat, picked it up. I think we'll play a lot better this half. We got a good feel for the other team. You respect the opponent going in, thinking, we're going to be okay. But deep down, you're playing a 1AA team. I think they certainly got our attention. Maybe we'd do a little better job.
I'd also like to see what this team would look like with Dejon Edwards back, Ladd McConkey back. Holding your 2 starters out. Not to say everything will be night and day different, but, I mean, it's the first game for Rara. It's the first game for Dominic. Ladd McConkey is the oil that greases the gears, in
Right.
his
Right.
offense. So
we get this kickoff return here. Let's see what we do.
I'm reasonable now, but after the post-game show, I'm gonna be ripping them all. You know that.
Well, it's okay. That's what you do. But you created a monster. Now you got to feed it, man. 17. But have Muse deep. I think. Who did you predict? Muse and Bell.
I predicted that Muse and Bell to be returning kicks.
Was that a prediction or was that reporting? It kind of leaned the latter to me.
I reported it, but I didn't know it. Like, I could say, if I could put it in a story, be like, here's exactly what's going to happen. It's where you talk to people.
You had a list of our kicker. You were right on the kickoff guy.
It wasn't a column. I see what you mean. A different.
You were right on the kickoff guy. You're right on the kicker. You're right on the fact a couple guys didn't play. Who knows? I mean, this secret society around there is hard to know what they're going to do.
Like the taking guys to different places for physical therapy and trying to hide it. You know, they do a lot of stuff that they don't want us to know about, which is fine.
I didn't know that. Would you start with an onside kicker?
Not against those guys.
Just let the ball fall off.
I mean, we got Jalen Walker, Taki Smith, Dan Jackson up there on the front line. If you think you're going to bump it to them and not get hit in the face,
Georgia hasn't gotten many night home games in a 2-year stretch, so the atmosphere should be pretty good for the second half.
This is the same guy that punted.
Oh, God. Y'all back up. Back up.
I was going to land at the Tate Center.
I was landing the booted to the cemetery.
Dylan Bell back with him. There goes Muse.
There you go.
Kirby's going to be
a return.
Kirby's going to be out there after the game asking that kid if he wants to come down.
Hey, good job, son. Good job.
You're right, Roddy. I had the field reversed in my head. That would go to the cemetery. Yeah. That's East Campus Road.
Hey, shout out to the railroad people.
Yeah. The track folks.
Railroad track people.
That's a good return.
Yeah. I was thinking Kirby might be mad that he was 3-4 yards deep in the end zone. He took it out.
Well, a lot of it has to do with
I'm just always expecting Kirby to be mad.
No, he probably said we're not going to get many kickoff returns unless it's really deep. Let's try it. We can block them. Hey, that's a good return.
Got a shaking up Skyhawk on the field.
What is a Skyhawk exactly? Some kind of big stud hawk?
I hadn't thought about that, but you think about it, all hawks are in the sky.
Well, it'd be different. He's a groundhog.
Well, here's Andrew Paul in the game.
There we go. Let's see.
Hey, whatever complaints that Georgia fans have, just go watch Florida versus Utah. It makes it feel a little bit better.
You know, I would like to see a little more of the whole thing to see how Ernest Green's doing out there at left tackle. That is that's his first start too.
Excited to see Andrew Paul. Hope he gets scary here.
I hope he gets a pass thrown to him. He's got great hands.
There we go. Watch this guy. These guys tackle well.
They do. The only person they've missed has been Brock Bowers. But that's fair.
I like that touch to that guy, though.
Yeah.
Concerted effort to get the ball and love it.
Did you notice did Ra play any in the first half?
I think he was out there.
Yeah, I saw him out there, but no targets.
There it is. Got up on the line of scrimmage. That safety's up there. You can't block it. We blocked that play good. Show a replay of it. We blocked everybody, knocked them down, and the safety's up there making the tackle. You got to throw a RPO on that.
Why do they use the sheet over there, Coach?
Just to shield the signals so the other team can't see them. Got Bowers in the flat. Good run, Cash.
Oh, wow.
Maybe a football shy of the first down. It's close.
Get up there and sneak it, Kirby.
That's some abuse. Whoop!
That's one of the best 4-yard runs I've seen.
I mean, he got plastered a couple times. Go fast, go fast. He's
Bowers and Delp in there.
They're going to have a ton of guys on this line. Look at it.
We're not going to try to get them outside.
Is it a false start? Yeah. Delp.
Who was it on? Delp.
Oscar Delp.
Kind of screwed ourselves there. We were doing the play where we were trying to get them first down, and our own team messed us up. At least some good coaching there. There's old Meeks. Hopefully he'll get well.
Yeah.
What's that you reported? He had a hurt foot?
Yeah, midway through.
Meeks is a really good, invaluable player.
This guy's played more in this game than he has his whole career. Is that the third punt? Roll. Let it roll. Nyland Green. Let it roll, baby.
All right. Nothing doing for Georgia to start the third.
You got to make them pay when they bring all those guys to the line.
Yep. Right now,
Little tunnel screen move?
right now, I would throw every play. Move them around, throw it, because they
roll them out, throw it, roll your pocket over. I'm with you.
One good thing for this coach, he's got 3 timeouts. So he can let the clock run down.
All right, let's see what adjustments they made.
Been surprised they haven't tried more deep balls. Just to get insurance.
Yeah, and they had the success early.
Pick.
Oh,
We're around the ball, that's for sure.
yeah. All right, 2nd and 10. You think they throw it again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oof.
I mean,
That's
can't
good.
even get him down.
Whoa. Nice.
Going fast.
Jalen
going deep. Dayne Everett in coverage. Oh,
he's going to get PI too.
what? Mike Cavin is not happy with that.
I like the call by the Skyhawks, though, just because you got they've thrown 2 deep balls and we've interfered twice. Right? One of them was actually holding, but yeah, got his shoulder.
Touch that back shoulder. I didn't see that. I just saw this right hand in front, kind of knocking him back. I didn't see the left hand on the horse collar type area.
It's always tough when the receiver initiates contact, but then it's kind of like who does it more aggressively at that point.
Well, that gets him to almost midfield. So, what that?
Chambliss having to come out to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he caught him.
The luck.
That's one of the Ole Miss plays against Alabama. All right.
That is kind of the story of this game, some fluke plays.
You got to just react here. There's nothing you can do about that. There we go. Tackle. Good job.
Dayne Everett again. They lost a yard, I think.
Warren Brinson in there.
Christian Miller.
A lot of veteran defensive linemen can rotate in and out. I think that's one of Georgia's strengths.
But how are they going to use that against this team? That's my question. It's like they have fresh bodies, but
CJ,
the young buck. He's starting to get loud down in that corner.
He's aggressive.
Time out, coach.
You called his timeout for him.
Oh, someone in the chat says 7-5. So send that to Kirby if somebody needs the fodder.
Only thing I'll say is everybody's going to jump on the bandwagon. What's wrong? But I don't feel that badly about it myself. I mean, I was worried about this team just good enough to make you look bad. We got some, like you said, if McConkey would help, but it's probably going to help us more than winning 50-0, in my opinion. Just a wake up call.
That's a coach talking right there.
Just from the standpoint of maybe we're trying to do too much and not enough bread and butter, or whatever we got to do, we got to streamline it a little bit.
Speaking of streamline, when you get a chance, come Labor Day, you need to get out to Athens Ford. They're open from 9 to 8 p.m. They have the deal on the F-150 I was telling you about, where you can get the Ford F-150 XLT for $10,000 off and 2.9% APR financing for 60 months. 2023 Ford Explorer is $4,000 off with 2.9% financing for 60 months for qualified buyers. And they got the 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E GT as low as $500. And if you get a chance to test drive that Ford Mustang, the electric one, wear a neck brace. Be prepared, because when you step on that thing, it goes 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. So it will take off. I know you're thinking electric vehicle like I would. I'm like, there's no way I can do that. That thing will fly. So if you want to check out if you think about an electric vehicle and you want something that's cool, and something that can go, check out the Ford Mustang electric version when you get a chance.
Also got good service out there, unbelievable service.
Yeah.
Just when you go in there, you got everything. I mean, you probably don't even want to go home.
Yeah.
You got good
snacks,
food, good
drinks,
snacks,
free
internet.
snacks, good internet. Eric Murray does his show out there. So, again, they're huge. The Athens Ford folks take great care of the folks. They provided the trucks for the dog walk. So if you were at the dog walk or you've been to the dog walk, some of the cheerleaders and other people come down, they supply the vehicles for that. So Athens Ford takes care of this program. They worked with the Players Lounge with the NIL stuff with Eric Murray, who's calling the game. They provided the vehicles for the championship race. When they say Athens Ford, they mean it. This isn't some of the other places. You need to go to Athens Ford when you get a chance. They'll take great care of you.
Touchdown, South Carolina. That's 7-7. To Kerryon Joyner rushing touchdown.
I like it.
Former quarterback.
Yeah.
To Kerryon.
I like it. So anyway, we are back here. Let's see what.
If people are curious, Jalen Milroe is starting for Alabama. He started 6 for 6 passing. Bama is up 14-0 on Middle Tennessee.
All right, going after the poor Blue Raiders.
Checking out all these defensive linemen drafted in the NFL.
All right, so they're back.
Oh,
I was glad he threw it.
a little different play from a standpoint of people are asking what are they doing there. It's just a way to have a built-in safety valve on the quarterback keep. If he can't keep it out there and you contain him, they dump it off to the flare back. And
that was C.J. Madden. We haven't seen the car mention his name all game. He was out there in the flats firing that quarterback. I love it.
they're going to try to double pass it or something here in a minute.
Yeah, 4 guys still left.
Good job, Everett.
Okay, I was waiting for another flag to come. He was laying on the ground.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he fell or.
Yeah, the way the camera set up, it was really tough to see what happened there. And they'd already tagged him once.
They've been acting there.
Boy, they picked up that twist really well, that offensive line. I give them credit. Fourth and 11.
UT Martin's a well-coached team. The timeouts and there's a couple things.
Except for they're trying to be a little bit too perfect, you know. I mean, but they're not beating themselves. They're not having a lot of penalties, no turnovers at this point, right?
Right.
there, 18 years?
It is true that their punter is.
Yeah.
That delay game not gonna hurt you.
Not with that punter. He's averaging 52 yards a punt. God.
Let's go for a block here.
Yeah.
You're not gonna fake it now. So we get the ball. We got to go take the ball to the outside and throw it down the field. Maybe a few quick screens, but anything but inside and run.
Oh my goodness. That's video game stuff.
This guy's gonna get. He's gonna get 2 varsity hot dogs on the way back.
That's nuts.
He may get a handshake.
What year?
Scholarship.
What year is 48? I wonder what year he is.
I'm going to go find out everything about this man. You hold on. Goal line?
Wow.
He's from South Africa.
Yep.
So we got from South Africa and they got from Australia kicking. They got a good recruiting budget there, Tennessee Martin.
Red shirt sophomore.
He'd call up his friends over there at the Cape and say, "Look, man, I knocked it out there in Stanford Stadium."
Absolutely MVP.
Look at them guys. Look at them. They're ganging up. He's going to do
offsides there.
98 yards. Don't throw over the middle, man. I hate to throw over the middle backed up, but could have drilled that a little better, couldn't he?
The punter's father played 14 seasons of Division I rugby in South Africa and then 3 seasons of professional rugby in France.
I thought he had a free play there. I thought they could jump off sides. Nope.
He played professional rugby?
His father did. Grandfather was a left-handed pitcher in the Canadian League. Which
they're going to run up the middle, try to get out of the – oh, my God.
Nothing doing.
There was a gap there for a second that he could have – if he'd hit it, he'd still be running. They tackle well. Somebody caught him right as he would tear it up.
Punter was at Charlotte for the last 2 seasons, so he transferred to UT Martin from Charlotte.
We got
Will Healy.
We got to roll out here.
Went to Northwood High School in Chapel Hill.
That's where you're missing Dayne Young.
Flag.
Was that on us for moving?
When they stopped the play for what?
The way the fans reacted, it made it seem like there was an offside.
We're waiting for the call, folks.
Yep.
It feels like they've been jumping Georgia snap count this whole drive.
Right here, what you got to do is some way pick up. I'm gonna just real some way pick up a first down here, 3rd and 3 to run the toss.
Yeah.
Either to right here. This is it. Pitch the ball to Milton behind these 3 guys right here.
Yeah.
Pitch it to him. Just turn and pitch it.
3 good blockers in there.
No, you're not going to do it though.
C.J. Smith, Mekhi Muse, Beck, and not Beck, Brock and Bell. Hey.
I like the execution though, having Brock come out to block on that.
There you
go. Yeah. That's the same thing as pitching it outside, running a screen, quick screen. That was good. Keep going here now. Let's just
the same guys I wanted to block for the pitch were the same guys I blocked for the screen.
This guy said, "Hey, I'm gonna take off my gloves. I'm gonna take off my helmet.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I'm going to varsity."
Yeah. Playing video games.
It doesn't feel good.
You could have also just thrown a quick pass to Bowers there, and he probably would have gone 8-9 yards.
That's twice he's lined up that they've had no help over the top for.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby's like, hey, you want to give it to him down the seam? You see Dayne Edwards is dressed out.
Hmm.
See Dayne Edwards is dressed out at least, but I don't expect him to play.
Stephen Nett says you guys are trying to be positive, but this looks bad on offense. I agree with you. It's been bad offensive execution.
Yeah, that is. I don't think we're positive. I think we're trying to explain what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, part of it's what you're going against, but the other part is when there's a play there, you got to make some of them. That's what we got to do.
But you should have scored in the end zone with that throw to Smith. You should have caught that one over the middle. I mean, like I said, they are not throwing and catching.
I mean, I'm not speaking for Radi or coach here, but just in preseason stuff, you're not going to find many media folks that were as skeptical of really what Carson Beck brings to Georgia's offense. He could turn it on and have a great season and all this stuff, but I just hadn't seen it yet.
No.
And there's a lot of things left to be desired tonight.
And I got 9 types of help for saying Georgia had 3 good quarterbacks, but not 3 elite quarterbacks. I think you got good guys who can get the job done, but you lost a lot. And part of that was Kirby Smart mentioned in different press conferences saying, he mentioned the guy we lost. He knew what he had in Stetson Bennett.
Yeah.
There's a lot to that.
There's Rob. Maybe we'll get in the ball there.
Well, me and Coach interviewed Reese Davis last week, and he said, I have Georgia at number 2 instead of number 1 just because I want to see the quarterback.
He said he would change it based on how it plays.
Michigan wasn't that great today either.
It's
over.
They won 23-3. They were terrible on offense. If you're going to play Brock Bowers like that, throw a little bubble to him.
Bowers just staying in the block. There you go. Roll it out like you said, Coach. They rolled him out, 17-yard pickup.
It's good on Dylan Bell to come back to the ball there.
Do you know how to coach? How bad do you miss it? Being in the box, calling plays.
Oh, I miss it. Yeah, I miss it. But
he still calls plays with us.
I know. I'm just saying, when
you
got to be a type A personality and want to call those things.
Yeah. Oh, now they're dropping out.
Also, I miss the camaraderie, but I don't miss all the pain. So,
yeah.
Speaking of pain, I want to tell you about something you can do to avoid pain in your life. We have a new sponsor. Okay, they're called Better Life Science. This is also a Josh Millard company, and he's one of the investors, one of the partners in this company. And again, this was the
Alan Brock
facility that they had the test, the COVID test. They found the first COVID case in the state of Georgia. Okay, but through one of their tests, they were doing more tests than anybody, and they've taken all their testing equipment, all the stuff they had built up, and they've moved it now. And of course, you can still get COVID tests from them, but now you can do allergy tests. So you get the allergy test. And I did the finger prick, but Coach, you're telling me now they have the little tab on the back of the arm.
Yeah, got both ways.
So you basically send them a little droplet of blood. It's very easy. It doesn't hurt. I'm a wuss. I can tell you it doesn't hurt. I just said I didn't like the pain, but you send it to them, and then they will send you back a report that tells you what you're allergic to. Now, there are other companies that do this, but you have to take that report to your doctor for them to figure out what the hell it says. The report you get back from Better Life Sciences is not that way. You get it back, and it's like, oh, hey, I'm allergic to toast. I'm allergic to aluminum foil. Whatever it is on there, it sets it very easy to read, and it's huge. The first part of it, what you do is you go back to the last page, and it says here are all the categories, things you need to worry about. And again, if you have children and you want to know, you don't want to find out after the fact that your kid had an allergic reaction to something. Get your kids tested. Get your parents tested. Get everybody in your church league, in your elementary school, everybody at your office. You find out, and I think some people can find out they don't have allergies to stuff, and some people can be very surprised at the allergies they do have. It's cheap. It's what.
That's the part I'm excited about because my wife's allergic to penicillin. I want to know if my kids are.
Yeah.
So I can tell doctors.
So it's like, yes. And all the medical systems do. And it is so easy to read. I mean, people do that 23andMe thing. I'm like, well, it just tells you who you might have. Here's something you can use every day of your life. So go to betterlifesciences.com.
So what do you got? How do they figure out how to do it?
Go to betterlifesciences.com. Too easy. MyBLS.com.
MyBLS.com.
MyBLS.com. See, you don't even have to type out how many T's and better. MyBLS.com. All right, 906, 905. Fake.
Some rough blocking up front.
Good job, ball.
Oh. Flag down.
Coach, tell me more about Andrew Paul, because I know before his injury last year, he was kind of on the fast
He was
track.
looking good last year in the fall camp, and then he tore his ACL. He was a very good high school player out of Texas. Got good ability to run with power, got speed, catches the ball.
6-yard.
A lot of times when a player comes back from an ACL, especially at a skill position like this, and be a little while before they trust the knee.
Yeah, I think he's getting a lot more confidence. He didn't practice much this spring as far as contact, and he's getting a lot more this fall, getting out there, and now he's, getting some good reps in the game. I don't know if they counted that as a reception or not, but that's one thing. We hadn't been sloppy there. We've taken pretty good care of the ball, not many penalties, but the biggest thing is just no big plays. Everything's like tough.
Take the Bowers and then throw it away.
Yeah, throw it away. Smart play.
What they're going to do is try to hit the hitch and go there, but
They are lining up Bowers in a lot of different places.
Wow.
They just gave the clarification that it's not grounding because there was a receiver over there.
Freaky veins on.
I sure would like to just run a jet sweep one to them today.
Scored on one little one. And Hughes was in the backfield as a running back. Oh, little tunnel screen. Oh my goodness, he's gone. The shortest out of the field scores. I love it.
All the kids watching, they love it, kid.
Yeah. I mean, just look at him. He's like a midget up there. It's awesome. So happy for him. He's standing next to Xavier Truss. That's with his armpit. That's fantastic. I'm so happy for him. You're right. He's being mobbed by the biggest grins on the field.
Good job of bringing him out of the backfield and letting him have it.
It was interesting the way they had him lined up. It's almost as if somebody said he might line up in the backfield on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who could have said that? Do you know somebody who might have been?
I don't know.
Folks, this is why you tune into the Tuesday show. Coach mentioned that on our Tuesday UGA Sports Live show. We talked about maybe
just good for morale. Here's a walk-on kid. He probably on scholarship now, but he's got really good quickness. And
Tate Ratledge down there knocking people to the ground. He's laying them up, putting them down. Like on 5'8", 185. 5'8", 185. Redshirt sophomore.
Cash.
Yeah, walk-on's getting a lot of work.
And Bowers.
Everybody on the team happy for this kid.
Hey, Muse was one of those little high school legends in Gwinnett County of like a little jitterbug over there. And, I think everyone knew he had skills, the size issues.
Remember how we didn't get to see Isaiah McKenzie play a whole lot at Georgia?
Yeah.
Can you imagine 2 more years of this kid? This season plus 2 more? Come on. That could be huge.
We got some other guys, though, that are very similar to him that haven't touched the ball much, 6 and 5.
Yeah. Rara and Dominic Weber thinking, hey, how many catches do those two have?
None for Rara. I love it. I think it's 3.
3 for 25 yards.
Kick is away. Georgia's up 24 to nothing.
54-yard touchdown.
Guy's a good kicker.
Now, here's the thing: we can bust Mike Bobo for them running into on the first and goal, getting blasted. And I'm not saying we will, but people will do that. Like, why'd you run up the middle on first and goal? But then he calls that play, and that's pretty damn good. So I'll give him.
At that point, we didn't have enough time to run that play. I mean, his defense. I mean, part of that you had a drop ball.
Yeah.
I hope we don't play these guys too much longer right here. I mean,
I had to put him away.
John Arce says, "Man, did Starks put on some muscle? He looks bigger."
He definitely
he does look bigger. Maybe it's that wrap he's got around his upper left arm.
True freshman last year, another year in the program.
I like Dayne Everett out there. How high did
he's always there? Go up with both hands, Kirby saying.
Yeah. That was – I don't think he could go up with both hands and even get close to that one.
So close to having a pick in back-to-back openers.
Yeah, see,
yeah, went off his thumb.
Two hands. Yeah, I got you, Coach. Yeah, he is bigger. Look at those. He put on some muscle mass. So, yeah, our comment section, folks, y'all know what you're doing. Where was that going?
You're seeing some of the fatigue come from UT Martin now.
Yeah.
It's not fun to play against a team like Georgia.
Like see a pick six. They're going to put that Jaguar group in there right here, and they coming after him. Dan Jackson coming in and going to play Bullard at dime and got Malachi up there too.
I just tell you, if I'm I see those guys up there bouncing around, salivating, I'm going to be like, nah, I'm good.
He's going to roll out.
There he goes.
Look at the closing speed there.
Munden.
That's Munden.
Let him get a few reps there. That's enough.
Let me go back out there. All right, that's it. Get your ass back over there.
You're still fast. Great.
They're like, wait, why are you in here?
Gives you a little idea how quick that guy is.
Oh, that's my favorite player of the game.
He's one of the most gifted players.
He can move. Even Kirby's like, that's enough, though. We need
Watch out on my boy Muse might run this one all the way back because there's no way he can kick this one out of the end zone.
I'm not going to say that. Not based on what I've seen.
Called a timeout. Georgia called a timeout.
This South African kid that went to high school in Chapel Hill, then Charlotte, and now UT Martin's the best punter of all time.
So what happened here? We didn't have enough people.
There's something. Kirby's mad.
All right.
He is not a happy camper. All right, folks, we mentioned one of Josh Millard's companies. It was the My Better Life Science, My BLS. You get the allergy test. We've taken them. Fantastic. This other company, though, is it's a fascinating thing where there's the Affordable Program, the ACP. It's done by the government. I think it was in either the infrastructure bill or one of those others. But there is a lot of money to bring wireless to people who can't afford it. And if you wonder, do you qualify or not? If you're watching this stream, then hey, you probably have good Wi-Fi. But there's other people who don't, and you probably know them. There might be people at your church, might be people at your synagogue, might be people at your mosque that don't have it. Okay, people at your school. And so, if somebody in your household qualifies for this, it could be somebody on the VA assistance. It could be somebody on the social security supplement, social supplemental insurance. Anybody on Medicaid, not Medicare, Medicaid. If anybody on Medicaid, then you can qualify for this. And it's going to be free Wi-Fi.
School lunch.
If you're on the school lunch program,
Pell
Grant. The way his job is to get you signed up. So if you want to do all of us a favor, go to getyourfreewifi.com. I'd love to have everybody that's watching right now open up a tab, click on it, It would mean a lot for me personally to getyourfreewifi.com to show them that we got the message out and we sent people to their website. But I want you to go there and realize that if you're within, they have the poverty line. If you're within 200%, you qualify. Like I said, Medicaid, all these different tribal lands. If you're in the tribal lands, or you can qualify for this. So basically, like you said, I was on reduced lunch growing up. We would have gotten qualified for this, even though Dad was just him with 5 sons. But they made this reach out as many people as possible, and so you get free Wi-Fi. Now, here's the other thing: they will give you. His company will also give you a free phone. We'll be talking about a free phone probably next week. And you can get a tablet for $10. The point being is, you get a free phone. It'll have free talk, free text, free data. And then the tablet has free data in it. So
tell them about, like, if you know some people in the school system, though. Think about all the kids in your PTA or anybody around there that might qualify. You're doing them a favor. They know it's out there.
Everybody, call your elementary school, call your high school, call your middle school, and talk to the secretary, talk to the principal there, and say, hey, look, go to getyourfreewifi.com, and we can get the whole school signed up for this.
Yeah, exactly. Like kids are getting their free lunch and breakfast. All those kids could get free
tablets and Wi-Fi.
Right.
To do their homework on, not to play around.
All right. The punt god gets it out to the 20.
Hey, that's a victory. Georgia gets it on the 20.
I don't know what the boos are for.
They thought they hit him. They
Interference.
Want a penalty. Yeah, they want a. He's doing a fair catch, so they think that he's.
He just did it 3 times.
Yeah, that's fine. He tried to catch himself. But if you're a Georgia fan, boo!
Yeah, exactly. What do you call here, Coach?
Let's see who we got in here.
No, we're not going to go off personnel. You got to give me the theory.
I don't know. Maybe throw one deep out there. Bell, good Lord.
Oh, wow. That's
Evans.
CJ Smith.
Yeah, CJ. Nice crossing route.
Did you say throw one deep?
Yeah, man. He cleared out. That's old CVP play.
Really good protection there, too.
CVP?
Yeah. That's what we used to call it. But you're just basically running a deep route and clearing out and throwing underneath. Same pass Ohio State throw about 40 times against us.
Yeah. So Bell took the safety deep, and then I just left you one-on-one with him
right.
over the middle. I say over the middle, deep middle. Oh, ooh.
Pretty good.
Was challenged on that play.
Pretty good protection considering how many people they had coming.
Yeah. I was a little bit behind it. But you got to catch that. I mean, that's your job as a receiver. You got to help at your quarterback.
Hours may be done for the night.
Don't say it that way.
I'm just saying, like,
I know exactly what you mean. I'm just saying it's yeah, they'll pull him. They don't need him right now. And there he is, Coach, rolling him out.
Muse.
Woof.
MVP?
Yeah. I mean, how many freaking return yards does he have, too?
He almost made a miss here.
He has 50 returning yards. So.
They run the jet sweep.
Yeah.
First and goal for Georgia. 8-yard line.
Roderick Robinson in.
Right.
I saw him just taking
right in. Right in.
Oh. I thought he was going to score from there. They went left.
Roderick's a big dude.
Yeah. They say 240. I think he's bigger now.
They're going to sell the ranch here. They're going to hit him in the backfield.
Now there's push.
No,
That is a Cedric Van Pran score right there. Right up. No, I'm sorry. That was Michael Morris. That was Michael Morris, right guard, pushing him out of there.
He letting everybody play.
Yeah. Lindbergh was in there. Trust.
Good, that was a good call there because they've been running the ball to over the outside shoulder of the guard. That time they came right up his butt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he started left and went straight back up.
Yeah.
That was good.
First career rushing touchdown for Roger Robinson.
Yeah.
Rosenme.
That's another guy who's not in the game for Georgia starter. So
My suspicion is that the stadium will probably begin to clear out right after the light show to begin the fourth quarter.
Well, we've actually scored on our last 3 possessions, haven't we?
yes, but
Got a field goal at the end of half.
Used before the
no. They punted on the first possession.
Oh,
of the first
My
half.
bad. I'm trying to get them split.
So let's do the last 5. Touchdown, field goal, punt, touchdown. But the first,
You can see we got some weapons.
but the first 4 drives, it was punt, touchdown, punt. Although that last punt was after 8 plays. So.
with a 31-0 score, I feel more confident in saying that Brock Bowers is done for them.
Yeah. Warming up.
Camera found the quarterback.
It's time for the quarterback controversy. Bum. But yeah, look, you're up 5 scores. You do not need to put Carson back up there or any of your starters. You need to pull them all. You're thin. You don't have Lad McConkey up there. You don't have Dejan Edwards. You know, you've got some guys banged up. So,
A couple questions here from Josh Skelton that I think you can help with, Roddy. First, is Roseme injured or in the doghouse?
Roseme is in the doghouse. Marcus Roseme-Jack Saint, we reported before the game started that he would be held out due to the ticket he got, the issue that he had over the summer. Same with the Nylon Morissette. He is also not available today. So people like, Kirby doesn't punish these guys. You don't see their ass on the field, do you? And then, he wouldn't even let some of them practice. I'm just saying that is he's going to
first down Skyhawks.
Yeah, he's going to make sure that these guys don't continue to screw up with what he can do.
Skelton also says I like to help C.J. Smith look on the field. Speed.
Yeah,
I agree. Hadn't seen a lot of him.
I thought if we had to pick a true freshman who was going to ball out today, I was Zeke Haynes. I was wrong, as usual.
Joy Humphreys in there.
Yeah.
Had a quick first down, coach. And now it's 2nd and 9 after that play.
Remember earlier we said C.J. Harrison's got to watch it. There he is.
AJ.
C.J. Allen.
C.J. Allen and AJ. Yeah. And there's other Harrises too.
AJ.
I'm for playing everybody.
He's going to be a superstar.
There he is. Yeah. Got Walker and CJ in there now.
Hey, Aguero's in.
Oh, that dude's a true freshman. Look at him.
So Aguero's hamstring must be better.
Well, we saw Munden sneak his way on the field.
Yeah, exactly. Tip ball. You see Allen actually there in coverage over the middle. Oh, Big Low tipped it.
You know these defensive guys want to.
Oh, he wanted to catch up and take it back.
But you know they want to shut out.
Yes, they do. He's going to get so much shit for not. Look at him, he's mad. He's like, I could have caught it.
This team scored 24 on Tennessee last year.
That's a long way to go for the shutout. So. Oh, there's Aguero got knocked down. He ran into Malachi Starks.
I like seeing Dan Jackson back up for Georgia. Good player.
So the question is Dan Jackson and Mekhi Hughes still walk-ons, or have they been given scholarships?
No. They're getting compensated one way or the other, NIL or whatever. I mean, whatever. These guys, they take care of their players. I mean, just letting all these guys dress out today. I was impressed with. Had 75 prospects here too. So
Can you share a window on the podcast?
Share a window.
Share a tab. Yeah. Pull up the Classic City Collective for us.
What's that?
Yeah. I want to show the videos that they have over there. The next commercial break.
Okay.
I want to show people something that they can go watch that they will absolutely love.
So, what do you think, we're going to see another quarterback anytime soon, or just
When you left a second ago, they were showing Vandergrift warming up on the side. I would imagine up 31-0.
put him in there and let him run a naked bootleg?
Wow. Boy, CJ.
He's in there.
Yep, nice. Next on the sideline.
What was his stats?
Let's see right now. He was 21 of 31 for 294 yards and a touchdown. He also had a rushing touchdown.
We got a hole there. That's good poise. Second O-line in. Kirby going to jump their ass. You get in the game, you get a holding call.
Sure. Austin Blasky.
So this is the second unit offensive line. He definitely held him.
Yeah.
That's a late hit on the quarterback.
Yeah.
That's too bad for you because he hit Delp, didn't he?
Yes, he did. It was a long pick up.
Just fake it to this guy and keep it around the end. You can run for days.
Yeah. There's nobody there. You know he wants to keep it there.
Touchdown, South Carolina. Gamecocks lead 14-10.
I like those shorts too, Coach. I mean, those are short shorts. Who wears
Knee
short
pads.
shorts? There are no knee pads in there. I haven't seen knee pads since 2 years.
2nd and 16. Ball on the 10.
Quarterback draw. Another holding play.
Good Lord.
Yo.
Now that's the runner there.
Yeah.
I like that. The hold's going to bring it
All right,
back.
he sees that flag. He's like, son of a.
Spotted a foul.
Micah Morris. Everybody's getting a holding call.
Don't show Kirby, please.
Hey, Monroe Freeling's in the
We
game.
hadn't had a holding call all the game, and now they got two.
Monroe Freeling working at right tackle.
Good looking quarterback draw, wasn't it?
That was. What was it? Jamal Jarrett in there at center?
Oh, Jared's a
No.
nose guard.
Jared
You be
Wilson.
talking about Jared Wilson. That'd be pretty good if he could play center.
Trey Scott would be very happy.
Jared Wilson.
That's your first mistake of the night. That's what happens when you got two numbers.
Yeah, Big Jaw is the one that gets a lot of grief on Kirby. Oof. 2nd and 18.
There's no way. I hate that for Vandergrift. He had two really good plays.
And both of them came back.
Or deep to 11.
I mean, this guy's playing up on the line on Aaron Smith. Aaron could dust him. But he didn't have enough time. Throw it away. Smart.
Self-destructed that series.
Yeah. Your offensive line is supposed to be protecting you. Kirby Smart coaching up Micah Morris. Xavier Truss coaching him up too. Dylan Fairchild's put on some mass.
Yeah, he's good. Good sized kid. Knock one out there. He kicked a good one too.
He got out of his own end zone, put him back in their 36.
When we wrap up here on this show, and we still have another quarter left, you'll have the post-game overreaction show tonight on our UGA Sports YouTube. Film Don't Lie coming up tomorrow. We'll be back on Tuesday for UGA Sports Live. And next week, we are a noon kickoff. So about 11:50, we'll be up and at it for Georgia versus Ball State.
What's that going to be on? SEC Network or what?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out for you right now.
I'm going to be drunk at noon. That's what else.
Poor tackle.
Correct. SEC Network, Coach.
Got some new safeties in there now. This is going to be a long game here for next hour.
Yeah. That Gabe Harrison there at the left, freshman outside linebacker.
Halftime, Texas A&M 35, New Mexico 7. Halftime, Vandy 12, Alabama A&M 3.
Nyland Green, cornerback.
Late in the second quarter, Alabama 14, Middle Tennessee 0.
I thought they had 7. They don't, they.
It's just 0 according to the score that I see.
We got Corey Thomas back here at safety.
Yeah. Jalen Walker, CJ Madden in. That's a oof.
Nice hit.
Ball State did play Kentucky today. Kentucky won 44-14.
Some good looking freshmen out there. Guerrero.
Alex killed a man. He's wearing 33. He hit that guy like Odell. Wide over.
The final play of the third quarter. That's it.
All right. Let's do something there, these younger guys, and do some good stuff.
Yeah. Now, if you've not been to Sanford Stadium and you haven't been there for a night game and you haven't seen the light show that comes on there when they play Krypton, that is something to check out. I wish they'd stay within the stadium for that so the folks aren't there. But that is one of the advantages of actually buying a ticket and going. If you want to see some good Georgia stuff that you won't find anywhere else, I'll mention our friends at the Classic City Collective. It is Georgia's NIL arm. It is affiliated with the university. It is their official NIL thing. The players are showing or recording videos over there, some get to know me stuff, some day in the life things. There's a lot of neat videos over there at the Classic City Collective. Now, here's the thing: these videos, they're not on TikTok, they're not on Facebook, they're not on Instagram. You have to go to the Classic City Collective page and check it out. It's a very simple website to get to.
What's up? My name is Lad McConkey.
See it on the screen there.
84 for the University
They've
of
had
Georgia.
Lad
Play wide
McConkey,
receiver,
Bowers,
redshirt
Jordan Holmes, Zion Lowe, Tate Ratledge, just tons of them there. And it's a neat little player where you can go through video after video after video. It's not just the football players, they have the basketball players there too. Really talented basketball players this year that you can get to check out. And of course, some of the other guys that are there as well. But go to the Classic City Collective's page, check it out. Again, this is not stuff that you can, if you're scrolling through TikTok and Facebook and stuff like that, you don't have it. And what we're going to try to do is convince them to let us have some of them so we can show them to you. But we'll never be able to show you all of them because they have so much stuff in the Classic City Collective. You need to go there. So while you're watching the show and you've got your browser with us, go ahead and open another tab, type in Classic City Collective, and see what they have over there. There's some videos there that you won't see anywhere else. It drives me nuts as a media person that I can't get these guys to open up like that, like they do there. But I think it's a fantastic way to get to know these Georgia football players a lot better. They become a lot more real. That's the first time I saw Mekhi Muse. I'm like, man, he looks like he's got kids. And that's why I'm so happy for him. When you see this kid, and I say kid, He's not a young man, but it's their personality comes through because they're talking to each other. So check out Classic City Collectors when you get a chance.
Their personality and their story with something with CCC last year. I met Tyke Smith for the first time and just learned about the story with him and his daughter and like how that like is his inspiration to continue to fight through what's been some adversity in the last couple of years for him in Georgia.
Yeah, he came to Georgia All-American, and then what did he tear his ACL? What did he do?
Yeah, he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
So how does those how you hanging on those beers, man?
Well, here's the thing. I've had 2. That's only 190 calories. So I have 3. Still be under 270. And I'll just stretch. That's why I've been twisting, working off those calories as it comes through. It's Yingling Flight, America's oldest brewery. Leon Farmer's the one that they're the distributor here locally. Of course, if you get the Yingling, their regular lager is fantastic. But if you want to get the Flight, that's the one for game day, especially a 6 o'clock game.
I can score 0-0. I've been disappointed sometimes in the decisions and calls that we're making on both sides of the ball. The biggest thing is our kids compete. Like, I don't know how hungry we are tonight because I didn't see it early in the first half. I've seen glimpses of it in the second. But we got to play better.
Oh,
Thank you.
got lucky there. That's
Kirby said, "Don't know if we're hungry."
They've been eating off the floor.
Yeah. Well, he said he's been disappointed with some calls on both sides of the ball, and I think in his way is like I've been disappointed with the execution in that too.
He's on Tar Heels, 17-14.
It's still first half.
It is late second quarter. Beautiful throw from Drake May.
He's going to do great as a Heisman Trophy runner-up.
To Cash Jones, yeah, I agree.
To Travis.
You think Jordan Travis?
About
Oh, you
Caleb.
talking about
Travis Hunter.
Travis
What
Hunter.
about Caleb?
Nope.
What about Bo Nix?
Caleb had
Travis.
35 points the first half.
I'm just telling you, Travis Hunter.
Travis will get Perkins on him tomorrow. Get a stop here.
He's talking about Travis Hunter at Colorado playing
Yeah.
both ways, doing that Champ Bailey style stuff.
110
That guy
snaps.
said he never seen anybody do that. I said, you need to go look at Champ Bailey.
Exactly. I've never seen anybody do 100 snaps. Well,
I know he did 127.
Yeah.
We're
and
getting
they
hurt.
needed him on special teams.
Getting hurt a little bit to the weak side here. I wonder if they get fourth down if they're going to try a field goal.
Yeah, they don't want to be shut out. Yeah.
Whoa.
Calm down there.
44 going to pick him up like
Jordan Hall wanted to do him like Jaden Davis.
Like Jalen Carter was.
44 is a grown man to be 18.
There's no way.
Well, he
I
might,
want to see a birth certificate.
might be 19.
There's a guy out there whose number I don't know.
Look at Jalen Walker.
Coach had the whole game to figure out what to do, and he's still looking over to slow poking it.
Shout out to Jermaine King, always a loyal fan of ours.
Jermaine is the best.
We're going to see this.
I've probably known Jermaine 20 years.
We're going to see a
So
run.
you're old.
This play, they're going to fake inside and quarterback's rolling out. If they don't call timeout.
Coach, when you're at the end of a game, you know you've won, you're doing all these things to get your players in. How does that change what you do as a head coach?
You just want these guys that are in there to execute and know what to do. Don't get out of position. He's going to end up with a timeout. I've already said that. Watch him. I said that 28 seconds. He was going to end up with a timeout.
You sure did.
Hey,
That's the best prediction coach has ever had. He
you
doesn't
called
do
both
these.
his second half timeouts.
He's trying to read that thing. His eyes aren't working.
He didn't pair those +2.
The guy's a good coach. I think, hey, coach, you don't have to be that precise. Just let him play a little bit.
I noticed when they went to timeout there, I was trying to figure out who the heck that outside linebacker was. I couldn't quite get the number. Salmon Pimpa in the game.
29.
26. But the way his shirt was folded up, it looked like 26.
Was it 26?
Yeah, but I'm like, who the hell's 86? It was 26. It was throwing me off.
Marshall 21, Albany 17, fourth quarter.
Albany.
Come on, Thundering Herd.
What do they play? Albany? Is that New York?
Yeah, University of Albany.
I must have scheduled that one back in 1990. I needed a deputy.
That's the real UA.
If anybody out there could tell us who the Albany, what the
mascot is?
What is it? The Albany?
Are they the Great Danes?
On the Hudson. I flew into Albany one time to go to a.
They are. They're the Great Danes. Yeah. I'm so happy.
You looked that up.
I didn't. I promise you. I promise you.
So that's probably the third best mascot out.
You know, there's some kind of dog. But I flew in there to Albany to play in a golf tournament and rained for 2 days.
What?
And it was a celebrity thing. Mark May, I was working with him at ESPN.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And he's from up near there, and we just stayed in a hotel for 2 days. I mean, they raised a lot of money.
Or what?
No, they had a big party one night to draw who you're going to play with, but we never got to play. And then I just flew out the next day. 2 days.
I had a lot more fun. You don't drink. I'd have been
2 days in Albany, man.
Well, let me make the easy distinction for our Georgians here. This is the University of Albany, not to be confused with Albany State.
Right.
No, I wasn't going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Hey, it wouldn't have rained in Albany, I can tell you that. Good people down there. I tell you, the great support for the dogs. This is a good, we just got to be. Reality here is you can't look like a veteran team when you got that many guys changing over. So,
almost halftime. Penn State 14, West Virginia 7.
Also want to mention our friends. They're back already. See, even ESPN's not on the right schedule.
Jermaine King with the first super chat.
Thank you, Jermaine.
He says, "Here's a little cash to get Dayne a Albany jersey."
You think he's going to kick the field goal?
All right.
Hey, from now on, every time we get a super chat, we're going to
remember I said, "Will they go for a field?" They're going to. This guy's got a little Drinkowitz in him.
Well, no, I mean you're down 5 scores. This will be 1 score. You see 4 in the next 12 minutes.
Our guys want to block this so bad. Thank you. He got it.
He missed it.
The one guy was in there. That's what you get for going for a chicken shit field goal down 31-0. Let you guys. I guess 3 points would be good. So.
No. Hey, shout out to Terrell Foster, number 30, the walk-on inside linebacker who was out there on that kick. So I was trying to who's that guy?
Here's a fun score for you. In the third quarter, Texas State 28, Baylor 13.
Whew.
What?
That's not good.
That's not good for Baylor.
Texas State, new coach.
Yeah, but I thought Dave Aranda was a good coach at Baylor.
He's not going to be coaching there long. You lose to them.
He'll be a great defensive coordinator at his next.
Well, I'm more surprised about the fact that TCU Colorado.
Yeah.
They're going 1-11 to knock off the number.
Their defense got exposed. I mean, they got through for over 500 yards today.
Don't you think their defense got exposed in January?
Oh, hey, there's a difference between exposed and exposure. They got their pants pulled down. Seriously, let's get no more penalties and see this guy do some stuff. I want to see him rock.
Ryan Skinner says, "Hey, Coach, I stood out in pouring rain to watch y'all eke out a victory against Texas Tech. Thanks for being a damn good dog."
Okay. Oh, yeah. My first victory here against Texas Tech. Hines Ward ran that 2-point play. I appreciate him doing that. Our first victory. We screwed around the first game and the second game, but first year was just a disaster. Anybody gets a new job, spend more time with your employees and not with the management and with the. You got to get to know your people.
You steadied the ship.
I spent way too much time trying to raise money and speaking and stuff instead of getting to know my team.
Well, you'd also spend a little time over the Yingling flight, 95 calories. I'm starting to feel them now.
All right,
Do
let's
we need to call the boy to come give you a ride?
Nah, I'm getting to the point where it's be like, hey, let's call it like I see it. Yeah. No, let's. I want everybody to, if you get a chance, we've hit 14,000 followers on our TikTok account. So if you are one of those people that's on TikTok, check out UGA Sports.
If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed. We're the most popular Georgia Bulldogs YouTube channel out there. 38,000 subscribers. We'll be at 40K here in just a few weeks. Really pumped about that. This is such a really good.
Good thing about it, when you subscribe, you find out when anytime something's on, right?
You can set your notifications to do that. Yeah,
we had some good things this week. Hit the bell. Reese Davis, Feinbaum, Pollock, Muse.
Oh my God! Look at that arm.
Whoa! Rah-rah.
There's your quarterback controversy. No, I kid, but that was beautiful.
I don't kid.
That was a beautiful throw.
That was gorgeous.
He's had 3 plays that look like Tarzan so far.
Right in stride. You cannot put it more on the money than that.
All right, run 34 keep. They got somebody hurt again?
That is awesome.
I'm gonna be saying some stuff in the post-game overreaction show that I may regret one day. But.
No, don't do that.
Do I need to cut you off the show before you even get on there?
Probably.
Yeah.
It depends how much of the Fiddler bourbon I get into.
He's like, I'm used to this. Everyone's acting like it's new for him. He's like, I've done this before, guys. I had almost 700 yards receiving last year at Mississippi State.
I was laughing at Roseby jamming out back there.
Yeah, Marcus Roseby Jack Saint's a trip. He's actually dressed out. I didn't expect him to dress up, but he's not going to play.
We think he'll return next week, right?
Yeah, I do. I think so.
Who's that?
Roseby
Jack Saint. Look at him smiling. And that's got to make Brock feel good. This is a kid who could have transferred 3 different times already, and he's stuck it out. He didn't win the quarterback competition, but he's showing what he can do. That's a long run.
I like to see 34 keep.
Fourth quarter, first down.
Fake toss.
Good catch, Joe. Oh, did he?
He scored.
He scored.
Okay.
2 passes, touchdown.
Not a real good throw there, but it's a great catch. Run it up, Kirby.
I got to cover.
If they score 2 more times, they're going to cover. That's 38. That's probably a hit for him. They're going to put Stockton in.
Yeah.
I thought he had a good couple play series, though.
Yeah, I mean, how many plays was that series? Yeah, it was 2 plays, 77 yards.
Touchdown for Muse, touchdown for Delp. Oh, doink.
That's an old doink field goal.
But in.
There's Branson Robinson on crutches.
Hate it for him. I thought he was going to have a massive year this year. Brutal injury.
I like being cognizant of where the end zone is. Watch his stretch where he stretches backwards. Get in there. Yes.
Not the greatest throw from Vandergrift, but he was open.
I think he was just shocked that he was that open. He's like, analysis paralysis. This can't be real.
We got some tight ends. Got lucky. The other guy.
He played in New York. I want to go back to his previous drive, Coach. He had 3 plays, -4 yards, but he had that long run that was called back, or a long pass that was called back.
That's what I said a minute ago. He's had 4 plays of 30 yards.
Yeah.
He's a player.
He is.
Beck's a player. It just didn't start good tonight, but he had a pretty good second and third quarter.
I'm just going to relax here. You guys carry on the show with me.
Muscham's laughing at him. I don't know.
That's also a kid that's very well loved by the team. Everybody likes Mark Vandergrift.
Well, I mean, he halfway recruited a class because
One
they
thing
come
about
to his
it-
house during COVID when they couldn't come to campus.
That's true.
One thing about it, our kicking game looks good.
Except for that PAT.
Okay. Didn't miss it, though.
He did not.
Okay, all right, man, we're going to get up there and we're going to run that clock down to 5 and we'll call it timeout.
God, that's cold.
I mean, they don't give you money or anything when you take timeouts with you.
All right, we got Nyland Green in there.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to either get a penalty or get beat deep because these guys are going to try to intercept everything.
Is he from a rival town, high school? Radi, I know it's the same area. That Rockdale area.
Newton.
No, we don't.
You don't associate with them on that side.
We do not associate with anybody from that Covington
You think Beck's
super
gonna,
fun. What they call
is,
the
he,
super?
is Beck warming up Stockton or what?
That's what I'm hoping. But shout out to Covington. I heard that their downtown area actually had like a big fire there. So
I don't know. Hope everyone's all right.
I do too.
I worked at the FFA camp for 3 summers. Really nice people.
I love the Covington downtown area. But yeah, we had some nasty scraps with the Newton boys, especially when they'd come over to 138 when they'd go to country come to town, as we call it, and we'd fight and sometimes get our ass beat. Those country boys know what they're doing.
Remind me who Zero is. Defender Zero.
That linebacker, isn't it?
Yeah, just in pursuit just now.
Troy Bowles.
Okay. It was
at a Jesuit.
It was Trouble Davis last year, and I was trying to remember who took the number. Good for Troy. Getting in there.
It's coach's kid, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he was just a late arrival coming in the summer, so I mean, he was a bit behind the 8 ball compared to
Just about everybody out there is a freshman. You look at 44, 29, 0.
I look at 44 and I don't see a freshman.
CJ Madden's a redshirt freshman, so that kid looks night and day different than he did when he arrived. Y'all keep an eye on 16. I agree. He's trying to bait him into a throw here. He's like, yeah, no, your guy's wide open. Throw it. Throw it.
He's somebody 38-0. Everybody's chapped.
Yeah.
There's just some of it, like I can't see 33 and not see Beal, right?
I can't see him and not see Odell Thurman.
Yeah.
Aguero.
When you have the same number for 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay, is he going to punt or field goal?
Timeout.
Oh, he's so mean to Coach Simpson.
A, B, C, D.
He is a good dude. Y'all
They're going to try to draw us off sides.
Nope, they think they can get it. Oh, I don't know that he made it. They're giving it to him.
That's a courtesy spot.
Yeah.
Simpson should have tried to speed this up so he could watch his boy in garbage time for Bama.
Corey Thomas came up to try to decapitate him.
I'm impressed with UT Martin. I thought they came in and
Yeah,
played
they
a good
have.
game.
They've done a good job. What have we won now? 19 straight games?
The last loss was
SEC
Alabama.
championship.
championship.
So 17. This will be 18.
Here he comes. Giddy up.
Yeah, they took Janelle to the other side with the guy in motion. Send him over, realize you're a man, and then run to the open spot.
There's old Jared in there.
Big jaw. I'm just surprised Trey Scott's not lining right beside him because every time we camp, Trey Scott was riding
I mean,
hard.
just
Catch.
wasn't just Trey Scott, Coach Kirby Smart just riding Jamal Jarrett nonstop.
Usually means they see potential.
Absolutely. Hey, ask Richard LeCount the hell he went through.
We're going to see a lot of this stuff against Georgia this year.
He's on Broderick Jones last year, and he gave 9 types of hell to Brock Bowers.
Final stat line for back 21 of 31, 294 yards. Touchdown passing, touchdown running.
Good tackle.
Can I just here for last?
Well, I hope we get him off the field so Gunner can get in. This guy's running the clock down. He got another field goal shot, maybe.
You ever get past and Pimba doing that?
Brock.
I think the funniest video we ever did or have done so far this year is Todd Hartley talking about Brock Bowers getting mad when you let somebody else have a rep.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was a good play. Harris getting a little pushing over there.
Inside of 7 minutes.
This friend of mine used to play tennis with me. He said, please keep my eyes open. My eyes are always open. I just got I'm trying to keep these guys from calling up.
Fade out on Harris.
Ooh, between the edges.
I know he's not talking trash.
Now, Harris and him have been getting into a pushing contest. We saw the last 2 plays.
Touchdown UT Martin.
I don't know about that.
Well, he secured the catch apparently and rolled into the fence.
Where's the back judge on all that?
Let's see the pic of that. Good God, he had 3 feet outside.
Oh, come on. That's no, not even close. All right.
Oh, change.
No, that's not.
He
Even,
never had it
on,
secure. That's no way.
Man. Hell no.
They didn't give that one to Arian Smith last year. Is it better than that in that corner? What do you think?
I don't think that's a catch.
Yeah, my buddy Jay Ginsburg and his wife Leslie are getting ready to go down there and do a little karaoke tonight down in Florida.
Hey, some do a little Lukenbach, Texas.
No, he's in the Frank Sinatra from New York.
What? I'm a little. It had to be you then. Didn't Frank do a cover of that?
Frank did it my way.
Next week's schedule in the SEC, big game is Texas at Alabama.
What was that final score of Texas and Rice?
I'll get that for you.
Or who was that?
That was today. That's the one where JT Daniels played in Texas Stadium for the third time in a third different uniform.
There's no damn way that's a catch. Well, he doesn't even have control when he's going down.
Texas 37, Rice 10.
Man, oh man. This is SEC. You can't give him that.
That's look. The ball's bouncing on his hand. That's not supplied there. When he pulls it into his body, he still doesn't have it. It's still floating.
Well,
but he's stepping out.
He finally has the ball and he's got he's over there in the hedges.
I'll give you a dicey game. Ole Miss has to go down to NOLA and play Tulane.
Did Tulane win?
They're gonna let him have it because it's been going on forever. So
no, when it goes on forever, that means you got to find out where the ball's going to be.
Nope.
Ah, are you? I wonder if this is what conference they're from. Are they from the OVC or SEC?
From the I can't see.
Yeah. You got a touchdown, Coach.
Call timeout right now. Tulane's beating South Alabama 24-7 in the second quarter.
Mm.
Willie Fritz and them boys.
48 is going to kick it over the south end zone. That guy's some specialist.
I mean,
this guy's going to remember that he threw a TD at Sanford Stadium. I remember we played Michigan State and they were number one and they beat us 24-10, but I did at least throw a touchdown pass against Bubba Smith and those guys.
Who caught it?
I was Wendell Coleman. Bubba, he was the nose guard on our center. I was looking over there at him. I knew he was going to be a movie star. You know, he's so big. Scared me bad. Scared our center worse.
I'd be like, hey, we're going shotgun the whole game. I don't want to be up there where he can reach me.
Well, our center got hurt, and second guy went in there, and Bubba said, "We got some fresh meat in here." And about that time, he snapped the ball. I hadn't even started to count. And I had to take the ball, you know, because our line was just getting down. And Bubba came in there and knocked me back. He said, "You have just been tackled by an All-American."
What? Did he say that?
That's what he told me.
Oh, man.
Congratulations.
The stones on that guy. You're welcome.
I was just glad. I told our center, I said, "Look, the guy that was the second team," I said, you can't snap the ball until we call the cadence, man."
Love it. You've been tackled by the best.
Yeah.
Rod, are you picking Gregor Dimitrov or Alexander Zverev tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Who?
Dimitrov and Zverev are playing right now. Second set.
I'm picking Fiddler Hardwood over Hartwood over the regular Fiddler. That's what I picked. Good call. Folks, be sure to tune into the post-game overreaction show. The minute we end here, Paul Meharry and Jason Butt will go live. Jason will have a What Just Happened article posted at ujsports.com, so you can read that if you like to while you're listening to those guys talk. When I leave here, I'll go back to my house and the studio there, my desk, and I will then join the post-game overreaction show and we'll give out some helmet stickers. We'll talk about who impressed, who didn't. We'll talk quarterbacks. We'll talk running backs. We'll talk injuries. We'll talk suspensions. We'll talk everything on the post-game overreaction show brought to you by Fiddler Bourbon and our friends at the Rogue Shop.
Which Georgia player do you think leads the defense in tackles tonight?
Bullard?
Malachi Starks, 8 tackles.
I figured as a safety.
Bullard has 4. Tyke had 6.
Tyke, great job for Tyke. I just see Malachi back there so often. So
Carson Beck's stat line looks better than I felt like this game went for him. 21, 31, 294 yards and a touchdown.
Just got a little shaky start, but after that he played good. I mean, the second he missed the one pass on the goal line that would have helped him a little bit, but
he also had a couple drops.
That's what I mean. That would have helped him a lot.
But, but that Arian Smith one that he overthrew on the back of the end zone.
Yeah. We got to see right now. Is Gunner Stockton in? What do you think?
Yes.
Usually,
there he is.
Usually when they we got Gunner.
This kid's an absolute baller. I love him.
Raven.
I've gone and seen him 3 times. Every time he scored 7 touchdowns at least. I couldn't blink up there. He would have scored up. He's just a baller.
Looks like Raven.
Yeah, that's what he would do. He's like, okay, there's nothing for me. I'm just going to run it. He's fearless. He's a fun kid to watch. Horrible interview, though.
I like these rollouts. Got some athletes in that second group line.
Yeah. I ran right behind him into the.
There you go, Andrew. One good thing today, we got to see Milton play enough that gives you a little encouragement too, right? I mean,
yeah.
Think about.
See Haynes in there.
Z's, give it to Z's on the little jet sweep.
Hey, they ran behind Anthony Evans there and Pierce Spurlin.
Old Spear in the game.
Hey, I tell you, Pierce Spurlin.
Here's Z. No, that's Evans. Excuse me.
Somebody pick up that first down, second one pass.
Yeah.
I like the crop of freshman receivers they brought in.
They brought in speed.
Well, how about those 2 transfers? Both of them had some big catches tonight.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's why those first 3 plays were
one apiece.
Yeah.
This would be a good time to run that toss to this guy to the left.
Go to Pierce.
Hey.
Good poise.
I swear that's what he did at Raven. Sit back there, and then just pick them apart.
This guy can play 13.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was surprised at C.J. Smith that we saw first off. I thought it'd be Haynes.
He could have run out the clock on that play.
Yeah.
Such good protection.
Oh, they forgot to run the dang screen out.
Yeah, I'm about to say that was a busted play.
I like the fact he didn't panic though.
No.
There's Lawson Lucky on the sideline. He's going to be a player for Georgia this year.
He comes back. Yo, keep an eye on 13, Zed Haynes. I'm telling you, there's something about he's skinny as anything, but there's something about him. He's got that it factor.
Atta boy. Spear.
Oh, Spear.
Where was everybody watching from? Did they tell us?
You got anybody overseas?
I always love it to see the people watching from far away.
If you're watching from overseas, let us know.
That means across the Kentucky River.
We're watching from Calhoun. Your boy just caught one.
That's nice, boys.
Lanky is a kind way of saying.
Ken Folk Week says New Mexico.
Hey, New Mexico. I need to be dedicated to catch a game in New Mexico. Like Coach said, 122 guys dressed out, and I don't think people realize how important it is to some of these walk-ons to actually get that chance.
I think I'm going to walk away from this with something that Coach said earlier, which was a lot of good things happen in this game. There's so much you can coach off of here, and that seems to be the Kirby mentality.
Well, we didn't have any turnovers. It had very few penalties, but we had a couple of penalties with the second group here. But he's talking about what we're going to do. Let maybe Zirkle kick a field goal here.
Yeah.
You got him 20.
Oh, man. Oof. He went for the deeper one when he had 20 wide open.
4th and 6. Going to look at the field goal?
Yeah. Got to go for
Yeah, let him practice.
Don't hate. I mean, throw it to Savon Clark. He'll catch it.
He's a little too deep. I need to move up a little. There you
go. How did you see that? Man.
Carson Beck comes back in the game to hold.
No. Might have missed it.
Oh, it's right down the pipe.
Might have made it.
That's a good outing for another freshman, like you said. So
not going to be a cover, but
I predicted them not to cover, so that's good for me.
Same. I mean, 50 points is a lot.
Yeah. I mean, even if we hit on all cylinders, Kirby usually calls the dogs off.
Hey, we have a viewer in the Philippines. There you go.
Really?
We do.
Fernando Marcos?
No, I think that's the same person that, what's his name?
This is HR4 Adventures.
Good. Appreciate him watching.
Brian Skinner asked, does Lake Lanier count as overseas? Because I'm incoming.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a body of water.
I was a little late coming over here because my son came home from college. And, hey, boy, you going to hang out with us? See the game, hang out with your mom? It's like, I'll go for a walk with you guys, but then I'm going to go see my girlfriend. We'll go to Lake Lanier. So
Yeah.
he's not even watching the game. He's up on Lake Lanier.
He knows what to do.
Yep.
Belinda's in Augusta. Stephanie's in Jacksonville and says the Gator meltdown's been pretty epic the last few days.
Yes, it has.
Cameron is in Sherman, Texas.
Gators look phenomenally bad.
That did not look like a team that got
how about all
9
the
months to get better.
I mean, all the penalties they had. I mean, just every one of the coaches, they did a deal about how long it took them to get 8 losses. Steve Spurrier was like 4 years. Even Dan Mullen was 2.5 years. This guy's in a year.
Not even
a
year in one game.
He's 6 and 8.
Russell's watching from Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Dublin, Georgia.
Not Dublin.
Man, hey, Russ, can we come stay with you? My wife really wants to see Ireland. I'd like to see it too.
Chris is in Sumas, Washington. He's at 1.5 miles from the Canadian border. He calls it the armpit of the United States.
Georgia Tech's going to play in Dublin next year. They're playing, I think, Florida State.
They are. The joke I keep saying is that Brian Subs needs to cater it over at the Shamrock Bowl. Jason's in Milledgeville. Speaking of 441.
Isn't that Peyton Woodring's second field goal?
Yeah. We need to get some people to sign up for internet, that's for sure. Tell them how to do it one more time.
Just go to
You get some free internet for your old school system.
getyourfreewifi.com. Very simple. You type in your zip code and a valid email address, verify the information they have for you. Then you choose your preferred device and check out. Do you want the phone? Do you want the laptop? And then you will receive your device within 5 to 7 business days. So, zip code email, verify the information with a national verifier to receive ACP approval, the Affordable Connectivity Plan, and then choose what you want. Do I want the free phone or do I want the device for $10?
1 year, automatic. Circle. Good job tonight on the kickoffs.
Yep.
Charles,
Well, you know what I'm impressed with is UT Martin has got one timeout left.
Old drive to use it.
So Charles is what?
Omaha, Nebraska is where Charles is watching from.
Omaha.
Thank you, Charles.
I thought Nebraska had one the other night. Couldn't finish it
Yeah.
against Minnesota.
They get Colorado next week, right?
Nebraska, Colorado. Yeah. At Colorado.
That place is going to be sideways.
Coach, do we need Elvis tonight, or does Elvis hang out in front of
No,
the
we have to wait. I mean, they don't deserve any Elvis
Yeah,
tonight.
he doesn't do the small venue.
Elvis waits for SEC action.
Oh, there it is. Pick 6. There's your boy.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a chance for a cover if they get one more.
One more pick 6, and they're in business.
Think about Kyron Jones comes in here, gets a pick 6, and I think it's the first time he's been on the field.
The kid from Charlotte?
Yep. They got a lot of Charlotte kids, it seems. Or I just called North Carolina. Weren't there 2? There's Kyron Jones. Who's the other one from
Peel
Charlotte?
or
Chris Peel.
Thank you, Peel.
Hey, enjoy it, man. Look at Starks. He's happy for him. You know, it just shows you morale there, the way they were around Muse and around that kid there. I mean, that's
He's like, I'm not going to dork this one.
I mean, seriously, 41 right now, and if he scored 8, that wouldn't be enough still.
They practiced that drill. Seriously.
Double tip drill.
Yep.
Troy Bowles saw it before it happened. Look at his reaction.
Troy's like, touchdown! Touchdown! I see it. And everybody in the middle is like, can I hit the quarterback?
I think the cop was cheering him on the side.
Oh, yeah.
The security cop. That was
That's what
fun.
security guys do.
Those kids fired up.
Say, every time you get that Oski, those interior defensive linemen are going, can I hit the quarterback? Can I hit him?
For the blocking downfield?
Blocking downfield, exactly. They're just hoping that he goes over there, try to make a tackle. You want to run with the convoy.
Jonathan's watching in Baghdad, Florida.
Oh,
home of Bubba Watson. Chris, thank you for the super chat. Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
That's so cool. Chris Calvin.
I appreciate that, Mr. Calvin. That we need those.
We have the most generous audience, man.
I was generous to that crazy Auburn audience.
The game started. This is going to be 3 hours and 50 minutes, probably.
Well, and 30 seconds with the time.
Good looking athlete right there. I don't think that's a touchdown on me either, but all right, let's get a really good call here, Coach.
Another pick 6. Let's see if they cover. I would be happy to be wrong about covering.
What 41-point play do you have?
They can't cover, though. I mean, even with 8 points, it would be 56-7. Not enough. But they did score twice.
Well, some of the we went with 50.5, but then we saw some that were like 47.
Depends on what you got.
Yeah.
Oh, jack him up, Big Daddy.
Jack.
Look at him arms. Now, folks, you see how big Jamal Jarrett's arms, 55 there. The first weeks of camp, they were bigger. He had a little cellulite in the arms there. They worked him down.
I got to talk to him about it. Bring me some barbecue from Greensboro.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good lick at one time you did that, right?
That's the best.
You went up there to interview the Walker around now?
Jalen Walker. Yep. So I got the probably the best recruiting interview we've ever had and the best barbecue we've ever had. And, hey, Wednesday at 8 o'clock, you guys need to tune in to Hogs and Dogs. Russ Tanner.
I know they had a timeout or a delay game. Which one they did? Oh, you could have used it, Coach.
Yeah, could have saved you 5 yards, Coach.
I know. Run the damn play. That's a right.
They got a good scheme and they know what they're doing. It's probably try to be a little bit too worried too much about Georgia and not enough about themselves on the play call tonight. What do you think? I'd worry about them too with all those big guys running.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was man. Gabe Harris shows up.
You're hoping that that's the last play, but it's not.
Yeah, one more snap.
Damon Wilson, Gabe Harris, Salmon Pemba. That trio of freshmen.
Not to mention Raylan Wilson. I mean, then you got Bowles.
I'm just saying, just the outside guys.
Oh yeah, and then Hall inside.
Yeah. I think Jamal Jarrett and Jordan Hall line up side by side in those three eyes.
That's gonna do it.
That could be the game. There's a rugby play.
Thank you, Better Life Science. Thank you, Get Your Free Wi-Fi. Thank you, Athens Ford. Thank you, Yingling.
Yingling!
We're off and running with the UGA Sports Watch Along.
And don't forget the Classic Collective, too. Go watch the videos over there.
That's a final score. Georgia 48, UT Martin 7. We can hang out long enough to see if Kirby has a interview coming here with Ashley Shamati, alumna Grady.
18 consecutive win. It's like you said, Roddy.
Georgia had 559 yards.
Carson Beck gets the interview.
I mean, to come out with the win, our defense played really well. We started out a little rocky, but we kind of settled in and started picking it up in the second half. So I'm super excited.
This feeling that you're describing, I mean, you've been patient. Has the wait been worth it for you?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I haven't started the game in 4 years. It feels good to be back out on the field. I had a lot of fun with the guys. So.
Let's talk a little bit about the defense. Give them some love. They were dominant. How confident do you feel having them on your side?
I mean, it helps me a lot to know that when they go out on the field, I mean, they're probably going to get a stop. It's really hard to score on our defense. I think that we have one of the best, if not the best, in the country. And practicing against them every day makes us better. And having them at games, that's a lot of confidence for us.
What was it like just first stepping onto this field, being a guy, the fans here, and it finally happened for you?
I mean, it was a great feeling. I can't lie. I've had a lot of anxiety leading up to it. Very excited to get out on the field. So once we finally got on the field, ran that first play, just settled in, I was super excited.
Carson, thanks so much. Congrats on the win.
Of course, thank you so much.
Guys.
Not a bad debut for Carson Beck. 294 yards passing.
All right, Leland.
Okay.
One more time, let's give a shout out to Claude Felton getting in the Hall of Fame for Georgia. Very well deserved. Long-time SID for Georgia, and happy for Claude.
All-around great human.
Nope, I would not be sitting right here if it were not for Claude Felton. I wouldn't have I'd probably be in jail.
How about Brock Bowers? You think he can play at all?
Hey, Brock Bowers for Heisman. He won't get the numbers, but
he's starting on Sundays right now.
So we're on at 12 o'clock next week.
12 noon.
A couple stats I think you might be interested in, Coach. Georgia 5 of 5 in red zone attempts.
Good.
So
2 of them are field goals.
Yep. 27 points there.
Just
3.
You take out the first quarter, the couple bad plays. The first play of the game we lost 7 yards. And and then we had a drop pass on the second possession. But for the most part, considering the kind of defense we're going against, that's ganged up to stop the run. I mean, we'll make a lot of. And you had Radi in there. You had McConkey.
Without those guys, it's different.
It'll be interesting to see how we do. And then Munden and of course the running game. We also I forgot to mention what you mentioned earlier, but just Edwards in there would help because his quickness will sometimes when Robinson was making those runs, his quickness would have helped us a little bit.
You saw
but I was encouraged by Milton. I was really encouraged by Milton.
And I also think, having Smile Munden in there, that's not a shot against Xavier Sawyer, Jalen Walker, and the other guys, but he saw when he ran a guy down.
Difference maker, man.
He's a difference. It's the same thing with, like, last year, Georgia had trouble sometimes against the run, but when Jalen Carter was in there, they never had trouble against the run. So he's a difference maker. Georgia's 3 scoring touchdowns in the red zone were all rushes. So the scramble by Carson Beck, the end around to Brock Bowers, and then the handoff up the middle. So, or off that right guard,
Robinson.
Yep. So Georgia had 159 yards rushing, 400 yards passing.
400
yards on the money.
We would have never thought that.
Yep.
But
not too shabby.
18 straight. Come on.
Nope. Yep. All right, folks. We're going to duck out here. Be sure to tune in next. At least, of course, we have a lot of shows. Monday night we'll have the recruiting show, Rumors versus Facts. Tuesday we'll have Coach on again for the UGA Sports Live. Wednesday, Dogs and Hogs with Russ Tanner and Bobby Andrews. You need to check that one out. I actually went with Russ yesterday to a place downtown to eat some barbecue. We'll have the video there. You'll absolutely love it.
Thursday, we probably have Around the League coming.
Dude, I can get through the mantra.
I'm just trying to think when we're recording.
Get that subscribe button.
Thursday we have Around the League, and then of course Saturday we have the Watch Along show and the Post Game Overreaction show. So I got to go right now and jump on the Post Game Overreaction show. We're going to give away some helmet stickers and some fun stuff over there. So for Coach Donnan, Dayne Young, and myself, we appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.